Welcome in, everyone. We're back at it again today. We have Summer Game Fest to react to. We didn't quite get exactly what we wanted in the state of play yesterday, but the hope is that they're holding a lot of it for today, especially since most of the stuff that we wanted was kind of third-party anyway. I guess we'll see if it's going to be here. At the end of the day, I am just happy to see video games. I love video games. I love getting release dates for all of the games that we already know about that, you know, didn't have a release date. I'm just excited for the future of video games. I'm excited to play all these things, and I think we should probably get Cidal in here so we can talk about this and go in deep. I just sent him a message. Hope everyone is ready for this. I think it's going to be a good one this year. That's all I'm saying. Here we go. Hey, buddy.
Hello?
Hey, let me just move my OBS and switch scenes, and then we're good to go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only working with one monitor here at this point. Things are a bit awkward. Let's lower my music. And I guess we'll put this Summer Game Fest music on. Probably gonna get copyrighted to hell, but I don't care at this point. Let me just make sure all the audio levels are good. I think we're good here.
Do you have the stream?
Oh shit, yeah, I didn't send you the link. I'm sorry.
No problem.
Here you go, buddy. Alright, I have your chat popped out this time, just in case we get people talking between each other's streams.
Oh yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Should be able to still see that. There's the full screen. So I kind of forgot to do the bingo card thing. We were going to do a bingo card, but I've been so busy, and the run-up to this just kind of happened so fast. But what do we want to see here? What are the possibilities? What have we seen leaks for so far? One of the big ones I'm thinking of right away, actually a couple, from Ubisoft. Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. Finally see something about that. Since it had to restart development from scratch. They fucked it up so bad they had to completely restart development.
They went the ugly Sonic route.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts. So there's that. There's rumors of a Rayman. A 3D Rayman is in development.
Oh.
Do we think that's going to be a new Rayman, or are they going to play it safe and go with a remake? Are they going to remake Rayman 1 as a 3D Rayman, or are they just going to go to Rayman 2? We have no clue.
I don't even care, I just want a new platformer Rayman.
Same here. I just want Rayman to return, for us to go back to the good old days. The good old days. And enjoy our little limbless guy. So those are two big ones for me. I have this strange feeling that we'll probably see Prince of Persia, but maybe not Rayman. Like, maybe that'll be the end of the year, so I'm not gonna have my hopes too high, but if we do, that'll be crazy good. I think those God of War remasters that we were talking about for the Sony event, I think those are still a possibility. Whether, like, Jeff maybe got an exclusivity deal for the reveal, or maybe they're going cross-platform. Who knows?
Could be.
Could also be a Gamescom thing, because that's in October. So they obviously don't want to blow their load too heavily here. What else could we see? Oh yeah, Spyro. That one's a possibility here.
I would be very down for that too.
I think Spyro historically, again, is a kind of Gamescom thing. But, oh god, what was it? I think it was a Microsoft presentation. They were talking about, like, Microsoft Office. In, like, one of the presentations recently. And they were like, oh yeah, with our AI assistant, you can choose the form it takes. Do you like this weird dinosaur creature? Do you like the classic Clippy coming back? Or do you like Spyro? And it was like, why is Spyro there? Why did you bring up Spyro for an AI assistant model? Seems a bit coincidental. But there's been nothing but leaks about that one. I mean, hell, with Crash 4, if you go to that futuristic level, if you look below the map, it literally says Spyro 4 below the map. But that was obviously before Toys for Bob went independent, so that will have slowed things down.
Yeah, just remember completing that game fully and getting a teaser of a coming Crash game.
Or was it... Sorry, I need to correct myself. I think it was in the concept art for the game. Not in the actual level, but in the concept art, they had like a Spyro 4 tease for the futuristic one. Aside from those, the only other thing I can think of, it's like on the top of my mind, but I'm pretty sure it either got revealed or the leaks are like so out there that we just kind of know anyway, was that like Gears of War remaster coming to PlayStation and stuff.
Another big series I've never played.
Yeah.
That one's known for its versus gameplay, right?
I'm not entirely sure about that because I only played the campaign back in the 360 days. I never really played multiplayer on anything back then except for like COD or Left 4 Dead.
I never played multiplayer growing up.
Yeah, it just wasn't really a big thing around me and my friend group.
But for the few like little bit of time that people were making Gears of War content on YouTube, I just saw everyone playing multiplayer, and I don't remember anyone doing the campaign.
The campaign, from what I remember, was pretty good, but I think the most iconic part was just the cover shooting mechanics. Like, cover shooters were starting to rise in popularity, but I think it was Gears that really drove it into popularity and like perfected it.
Yeah.
And it did it so well, the way that chainsaw works. After Gears 2, though, I never properly played them. I think I bought like Gears 4 and 5 and opened them for like 20 minutes just to have a look at the graphics and never really played them. So I'd love to go back through those too.
Yeah, at some point for sure.
Outside of that, I'm trying to think of what leaks we've heard of recently. Or what kind of exclusivity deals there could be here. There's bound to be like one that I've talked to you about off stream at some point that I've just forgotten.
Yeah, I don't know anything about these things. You usually just funnel everything to me.
Yeah, I'm just like, hey, this is a thing. And you're like, hell yeah.
Yeah. That is pretty much the exact text convo in Discord.
I love it. I
am gonna play through the Spyro trilogy and Crash trilogy when the new games are coming out, though.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I am not playing through Crash 4 again.
Crash 4, great game. We love it, but once you've played it once, it can just sit on the shelf to never be touched again.
Maybe regular completion, but not the fucking time trials.
Yeah, regular completion is alright. Like, the boxes sometimes are a bit out there. You do kind of have to use a guide on occasion. But
Yeah, they really liked hiding them in that one. Didn't they hide like 1 or 2 boxes in the originals?
yeah, like, there wasn't many that were out of the camera view in the originals. But in that one, it was like every other level, there would be like 10 boxes that you just couldn't see.
The one that I can immediately remember, I think, is in one of the dark levels in the original, where you need to come back a bit.
Oh, yeah. We have to double back on yourself. Is that the one with the split path as well? So, like, you go down one path and you have to come back down the other path?
I'm thinking of the Cortex, like, tower levels,
Oh, the Cortex Tower ones.
and not the outside ones.
Oh, like right at the start of
Yeah.
one of the Cortex ones. It's literally behind the spawn. There's like 5 boxes there or something.
Yeah.
I do know that in Crash 4, there was that one, like, swamp level.
That one was horrible.
Yeah, like, the thing was not only out of view, but it was super far in the distance, and you needed to hit, like, an exclamation mark box that was also hidden, like, behind a rock, and there was 0 way to see it.
Yeah.
You just had to, like, be a genius and know it was there. And I remember I used a guide to, like, find that box. I hit
Same.
that box, and I didn't see what it opened. So then I just continued on with the level, went down that like, slope, and couldn't get back. And I was like, oh, I guess I've missed it.
Hmm.
It drove me insane. I am kind of excited to possibly see, like, another Muppets meme moment. Jeff loves doing those.
That was a good time.
And I will forever call him Gnef Kneglegs.
Mm-hmm.
Because one of the Muppets called him that one year. And it's stuck in my tism brain. We're definitely a bit early here, though, aren't we?
Oh, yeah. We just talk about whatever bullshit. We're playing through the Surviving Mars game quite a bit.
Which one was that again? Was that the... Is that the, like, city builder one on Mars?
Mm-hmm. Top down.
Yeah, I'd like to look at that, like, the hexagonal look of the tiles and stuff. And the buildings.
Yeah, I've been getting the achievements right now. I'm doing Europe, where I need to get like a ton of research per day before Solo 100. Like, all of the harder achievements are that you need to get this thing done before the 100th day.
Yeah.
Either get a shit ton of domes, get a ton of Mars spawn people, or have a ton of people at high comfort. Russia and India, I think they have like a... Russia has a thing where you need to mine a bunch of stuff before day 100. India, you need to process a bunch of waste into better materials. Space Y, you need to have a ton of drones.
Okay. I did just have 2 possible leaks appear on my feed. Do we want to talk about them, or do we want to keep those secret because those might actually be here?
Let's get all the info out there.
The Battlefield 6.
Oh, yeah.
That was talked about, I think, a few weeks ago. I think it was just on, like, Twitter and stuff. People were talking about how that's essentially coming out, how it's gonna be what the last Battlefield should have been. How there's gonna be, like, building destruction again and stuff. And
Bad Company.
and apparently there was like a video leak. So that could be here. Another one that I think you'll find very interesting. Jurassic World Evolution 3.
Oh shit, they are doing a new game.
I didn't think they would, but I guess.
Yeah. I thought they were gonna put Rebirth into 2.
Yeah. Or at least
don't
like
know.
take another few years and wait till another movie's out or something. They've got extra content.
What the hell do they have to do there? Like, you've covered all of the movies. Like, are you gonna go for like a fully original thing then?
The only thing I can think is like doing their own thing, covering some of the movie stuff they haven't covered yet, and then just really refining the gameplay to make it feel like a fresh new game.
Yeah, I feel like 2 already surpassed 1 in like pretty much all ways.
Yeah. I can't remember, did you stream 2 or did you play that in your off time?
I streamed it.
Oh shoot, I think I missed like every stream you did of that. Like I might have tuned into like one, but just can't remember a single second.
I only did like 1 stream of it.
Oh, that would be why. It's like I missed one day.
Yeah, I did a 5-hour, 21-minute stream of it. But I think I like I didn't do the last campaign. I got like spoilers to the beginning of Dominion, but I didn't go for the other campaign.
Okay.
It is nice that they warn you that this is gonna like have spoilers for that movie.
Yeah, it gave us a chance to go through some of them. We do still need to go through that last one again, but it was nice to be able to go through those.
That's assistance. I was like so curious. Why are people like complaining about this character's death? Like it was too brutal. That assistant gets fucked up.
Just fucking bonk.
Yeah, they got like a main villain death. I do really like that there's like a black market for dinosaurs and all that. It's interesting that they're going like the gene technology way as well.
Yeah, like that last one we watched was very Star Wars with the cantina.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure whether I liked that or not, but I think I really like it for the franchise. I think it works. Dinosaurs are kind of like alien in a way.
And yeah, like they say in I think it was in the movie, like millions of years separating humanity and dinosaurs, and now they're suddenly together.
Yeah. Like, because it's been so long since we did have dinosaurs, like, they are just, like, completely different creatures.
Yeah, and I think
like, they just don't gel with any other creature that you really see, aside from, like, crocodiles and... I mean, they don't even gel with birds anymore.
Yeah, and in the original movie, like, what was her name? Sattler, I think, the other scientist. Like, she's talking about she's a paleobotanist, I think, and she's talking about, like, how the dinosaurs won't know what to eat. They'll just see green, but it's, like, all millions of years apart from their original diet.
You're like, what would you feed them? At least, like, not the carnivore ones.
Yeah, they don't... They've, like, gone through evolving with certain plants, and suddenly they're thrust into places with completely new species and plants. Like, they'll just start from the beginning, like, eating poisonous stuff and all that to learn it.
You're like, I'm sure even, like, trees that seem like they would be the same as they were, like, hundreds of thousands of years ago, millions of years ago, they're probably very different. Like, with their chemical makeup.
There's that one, like, really wild I think it's like one of those tiny like monkey species. They like eat poisonous leaves, and then they find charcoal to eat to counter that poison.
What the fuck? What
Yeah,
morons?
it's wild.
Just eat the charcoal at that point. Why even bother with the leaves?
I mean, they get like insanely good nutrition from the poisonous leaves, and then they just
the
eat a bit of
nutrition, that would
charcoal.
make sense.
Yeah, they don't just eat it to be poisoned.
I just eat for sustenance. I don't even need the nutrients.
The charcoal is very interesting, like how it's actually kind of dangerous to eat like those fancy trendy charcoal meals because it fucks with your medication. Because I think it like binds certain chemicals into that charcoal, so like you'll eat medication and then you won't get the effects.
Yeah.
I don't think somehow most people don't realize that charcoal is just burnt stuff.
Like, you can make charcoal out of, like, just burning a chicken nugget. You, like, burn that thing to a crisp, just charcoal left behind.
Yeah, I think it's like there's carcinogens or something in it. I've seen like videos of people making their own charcoal from burning wood and then processing it.
I mean, I'll tell you right now, you do not want to burn a chicken nugget that bad. Heat up the oven one day and suddenly get like toxic charcoal fumes from that chicken nugget like right into your face. I had that once. It was not fun.
I don't think I've ever burnt food that bad. I've accidentally frozen drinks that I've left in the freezer.
It's because it fell off like the baking tray into like the back of the oven, and the oven was so deep that like from the angle I usually put food in, I just didn't see it there. And I hadn't cleaned the oven out in a few months. It got pretty nasty. I remember it was a repair guy that found it in there. Like, I just thought that the oven was completely fucked. So he came, he replaced the heating element because that thing was fucked. It was barely hanging on. And then he was like, by the way, there's like a disgustingly, like, torched chicken nugget at the back. And I'm like, oh, I'll just have that for dinner.
Yeah, that was for you.
Yeah. I was saving it for later.
My oven is starting to show its age.
I hate it when appliances do that. They're so expensive.
I mean, my fridge broke and I got that replaced for free.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because I'm renting this place.
I think in my place, the oven and the fridge would be free to replace, but my washing machine, I'd have to pay for.
Oh yeah, I had to buy my washing machine.
It sucked like I moved in. I thought it already had one, and it was just empty down there. Where it should have gone. And I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do for the next 2 weeks? I don't get paid for 2 weeks. I just went 2 weeks, like, stanky as hell.
Yeah, just wash the stuff in a bucket.
Yeah. I lived that Asman life for 2 weeks.
I think the fridge broke because, like, the wires in the door got fucked.
Oh,
like when you're like opening the door, so of course eventually it'll get to the wires there because of the elements in the door.
Yeah.
How long does it take for your oven to like heat up to full?
My oven?
Yeah.
Mine takes quite a while. It takes about 20 minutes.
Mine takes like more than half an hour.
Yeah, like you have to really like plan out when you're gonna cook food when it takes that long. Begins in 14 minutes. Here we go.
And then the cooldown begins.
And then the pre-show. We end up here at like fucking 2 a.m. It hasn't even started.
It would be a fun prank. $1 million prank.
Yeah. Just imagine being all the developers with how much you pay for the ad spots. I think they go upwards of like hundreds of thousands for an ad spot. And you're just waiting all these extra hours for people to see your product.
You just paid for the ad spot on the website.
Oh, shit. It's like an old flash ad on the side.
Yeah, that's how you get them. Like, have them come to this show year after year and then suddenly change the contract.
Actually, the only game that we have in our show is our very own Summer Game Fest game where you can walk the show floor. It's like a 5-minute show with a 3-hour wait time.
Yeah.
Genius. Jeff, you know where to find us if you need more ideas. Those ones are not free though. They'll cost you at least like 20 million.
Yeah, if there's any like gaming companies or movie companies or anything, we are completely available for hire if you want to ruin franchises and stuff.
And our prices are incredible. You will not find any
worse
cheaper
prices
or any more expensive. We're dominating the competition.
Gotta find your niche.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if there is no competition, then you're dominating in the field.
Our field is industrial self-destruction.
Yeah. I do remember last year, this entire, like, intro section was just copyrighted.
Oh, yeah.
Which is dumb. Like, you would think that at the very least, this intro music, he would get something, you know, co-streamable.
Yeah.
Like, the rest of the show, sure, it's not really under his control. It's all the developers. But, like, this... Maybe he did this year. Maybe I'm ragging on him too early.
Yeah, just put on a lo-fi playlist, like I do. Which I get copyrighted for anyways. Even though it's royalty-free lo-fi.
Is it because of, like, dumb remixes that other people do of the lo-fi music?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that happens to me with the... I think it's like certain songs in certain games someone's made like a remix of, and it's the remix that copyrights me instead of the actual, like, composer of the original track. And I'm like, why?
On Twitch, I'll like do this isn't the song in the video, and the thing disappears in like half an hour. On YouTube, I have to fill forms and everything, dox myself. I still don't know how to do it properly because it like warns you might get banned if you make a false claim.
Yeah, like, I don't know how to do it without literally giving what could be a completely random person that's not trustworthy at all, like, my home address.
I got copyrighted for the SimCity 4 gameplay because someone used a siren from the police car in that on their song.
That's some bullshit.
For like some SoundCloud rap.
That's like playing Silent Hill and the iconic siren got used in something else and it just gets copyrighted. You'd never be able to play Silent Hill again.
You're like shooting a video of a disaster happening in your city and the air raid sirens get you copyrighted.
Oh my god, dude, I'm so dumb.
Hmm?
I just remembered Resident Evil 9 and or possibly Code Veronica.
Oh yeah.
At least one of those, we have to at least see some of it here. I know that they like to do their own event to fully show it. But they do usually, like, announce it at, like, a Summer Game Fest or a Gamescom. Hey, Sexy and Dangerous, it's been a minute, have I been? I have been incredible recently. Very stressed out. Stressful week, but very good. I hope
Getting
you've
that
been
Switch
well,
too.
Del. Yeah, I got my Switch 2 today as well. You know what's dumb about that?
Hmm?
I stressed out so hard about trying to get one as quick as I could. And finally came today. It came like literally 2 seconds before I had to leave the house for my dog's vet appointment, which was crazy.
Hmm.
The box was bashed in, and I was like, oh my god, is it going to be damaged? Thankfully, no. It was just the Amazon box that was bashed in. The actual box is fine.
Yeah,
But
that's about right.
I can't open the fucking thing because I want to do like an unboxing thing. But then I feel like it's too late to do an unboxing, so I'm trying to think of something to record for it. So I don't want to open it yet until I record that, but we've got this to do. So I got it like hours ago and I still haven't even touched it.
Yeah, it's like me when I see a game that I really want to play, but goddamn, I really want to stream it.
And then you buy it and then you don't touch it for like a year.
Yup.
Let's Play Doom the Dark Ages free only because you bought Game Pass for a month without renewing. Hey! Game Pass. Game Pass is fucking good. I just don't like the way Xbox does achievements. That's like literally the biggest reason I wouldn't use it myself as much. But if we're doing like a co-op game and one of us needs it, it does come in very handy.
Mm-hmm.
I do like it.
Isn't Grounded on there?
Yeah. Pretty much any Microsoft-owned title or Microsoft exclusive is just on Game Pass day one, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I can say it's not a good Doom, but it works. I quite like the game. Hated the music, though.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with it at first, but then someone mentioned I really would have liked to hear some like hurdy-gurdies and older instruments be used in the song.
Yeah, like I wanted either more metal, like it wasn't metal enough, or I wanted something unique. And it just felt kind of generic. It felt kind of washed out. It was too slow and theatrical sometimes. Which I get for the cutscenes, and I quite like the theatrical approach for cutscenes, but for gameplay, I just didn't think it had any punch to it.
Like I wasn't expecting eternal sounds. I don't think those would work in there as well. But
Yeah.
Mick Gordon has done like really cool older songs, like the in Killer Instinct. There's Spinal's theme.
Yeah, like you want
Which
it to
is-
sound a bit more like rustic, more of
Yeah.
its time. I think the biggest thing for me though is like some of the tracks were actually okay. I like some of the riffs in them, but the mixing is dreadful.
And there were some very
The mixing pissed me off. Like you could sometimes barely hear the guitar because it's muffled. The drums don't have any kick or bass to them. And it just feels lifeless.
and very generic at times.
Yeah. Like overall, really like the game. We did beat it, I believe, on stream. I just have a few collectibles to go back for, but we've had these gaming events now and the Switch 2 season and my dog's being ill. Too much shit.
I'm reading a Kotaku article. Killer Instinct soundtrack used a human bone instrument.
Why does this just say test over and over on my screen? Let me get rid of
Steve.
closed captions for now.
Yeah. Spinal is the Killer Instinct franchise's resident bone daddy. God damn it, Kotaku. So when it came time to lay down his theme for the 2013 reboot, composer Mick Gordon naturally procured an instrument made from an actual human bone to round out the track.
See, like that shit, it's horrific, but creative as hell, and I love it.
There's so many weird instruments out there too that could see a lot more use.
Yeah. Gameplay's weird, music mixed wrong, lackluster, but the guns feel cool and all that. Yeah, exactly. It's a 5 out of 10
super
from you.
That
I mean,
super
that's
shotgun is
fair.
one of the best shotguns I've used.
That's definitely one of the better super shotguns in the series, for sure. I didn't like the super shotgun in 2016 and Eternal as much. At least until the Marauder. That's where it came in handy. They didn't put any effort into the soundtrack. Worst part is all the songs aren't even there. My only favorite is Infernal Chasm. But when you listen, it's terrible. Music cuts off at the end abruptly. Mixing's horrendous. Too much off-key notes, repetitive riffs. The drown out and I'm so proud of it. Yeah, it's rough and it was a bit of a disappointment on that front, but I still enjoyed my time. I think the reason it hits so much harder as well, especially for me, because I know that you got it for free, Cidal. But I paid £100 for that because I wanted the early access to stream it early. It wasn't worth it. I wish I'd just paid like retail price or tried to get it cheaper on a CD key site or something. It hurts a bit more when you're spending £100.
Yeah, I can definitely get that. I got declined for the Oblivion remaster, but I got Dark Ages. I was really surprised.
That's really weird, because Oblivion was like £40 and it's just gone on sale recently too. Like, it's not even expensive compared to Doom. Like, you'd think they'd give away the cheaper game.
Yeah.
It's weird. That's the firmer flute from Tibet. That's what Mick uses for the Sentinel music. I know what he's saying. Sorry if it takes me a while to read chat or I like stop in the middle of sentences here or there. My monitor is flickering really bad. And I can use my phone for like a split chat, but it's like really behind for some reason. Wanted to run through the game without the super shoddy twin plasma gun and rocket launcher, maximum combat shotgun, and I can blow demons up with one shot. Fuck yeah. Yeah, my secondary monitor's fucked. It's actually gonna make watching this for 3 hours really annoying because I'm gonna have this flickering out the corner of my eye. But you make do with what you got. Here we go though, we're a minute out. Have you prepared ye anus, Cidal?
I'm gonna go grab a soda and I'll prepare my anus during that.
Good, because Jeff's gonna fill it.
Be right back.
Alright. Jeff's gonna fill it with all his goodness. All his goodies. Feels good in the accelerator. Feels like a Nerf gun. Grenade launcher was oh yeah, the grenade launcher felt so good. Although it's funny, once I got the rocket launcher, I kind of forgot that it replaced the grenade launcher in the menu. Until basically the end of the game, and I just forgot it existed.
I think the grenade launcher was better with that cluster bomb.
Yeah. I did really like it. I just forgot to switch back to it and forgot it existed, and then felt like I missed out once I beat the game because I was like, I kind of want to play with some of that now.
The rocket launcher was interesting with how it stopped you taking damage from the explosions.
Hey, here we go. We'll check the audio levels. I'm gonna have to turn it up and down here and there.
Please welcome to the stage the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
Is that good for everyone?
I love the energy. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Summer Game Fest, a showcase to celebrate what's new and next
put
in
captions
video
back on.
games. Now, every year, we have the distinct honor of coming together to spotlight the boundless creativity that
Oh, they're
defines our
behind. I'm not
industry.
using captions.
Thank you all for joining us and giving us your time. And special
Captions are
thanks
so
to
far behind.
Dante. I was reading my feed
Yeah.
this morning and saw that he canceled a date and he hopes I don't disappoint him. Dante, we're going to do our best to make it worth your while. We have a really fun show ahead. Over
Yeah,
the
don't
next 2
fuck this one up,
hours,
man.
We're going to give you a whirlwind tour of dozens
Turn it up
of
just
games
you need it
from
louder?
studios big and small. From Lego bricks to
Oh,
puppets, zombies to Marvel heroes, this show has a little bit
Lego
of everything,
bricks.
including, yes, some brand new game announcements. Gotta
Are we
have
getting a
some of
new
those.
Lego?
Now, before we dive into
I have
the
that
excitement,
collection
let's take
now.
a moment to recognize just how dynamic our industry has become. Here's a look at the top 10 selling new games on Steam so far in 2025 by units, according to
Okay, nice. No simulator shit this time. Yes, well, this schedule one isn't simulator shit, it's a good simulator.
At number 1 with over 13
Yeah, I would say that
million
all this
units
is pretty
sold since
fair.
February
Yeah.
is Repo, a groundbreaking indie game crafted by a passionate team of just 10 people at SemiWork in Uppsala, Sweden.
I haven't watched anything
Closely
about
trailing
Repo.
it is Schedule 1 from TVGS, a solo developer in Australia.
At
It's
first, when it first
inspiring
popped
that
up,
these indie
it felt like
creations
just another
stand
clone
side by side with heavyweights like Monster
of
Hunter
like
Wilds and the
Lethal
Oblivion
Company
remake.
type stuff, but then I actually got to play it.
Now let's
And it's actually
also
really
applaud
fun.
Claire Obscure from Sandfall.
I think it's actually more polished
Okay.
than Lethal Company.
They might get some nominations at the end of the year. We're not there yet, but it is a monumental achievement, earning the highest.
Just
I heard that
bass
Civ,
sounds
the
quiet
new
to me.
Civ is...
If it's too loud for you, then don't
all
do
from a
anything.
team
Are you
of
talking about
under
Jeff
30
or Cidal?
developers who bravely stepped away
The
from
Civ
big
game is
publishers
pretty
to forge their own
broken.
path. One thing is clear. With digital distribution and engines like Unreal,
I
today's
turned it up
most
just a little.
innovative projects increasingly emerge from outside the traditional publisher system. And that's something to celebrate. But with more than 18,000 games released on Steam just last year, more than double from 2020, the challenge now is discovery. And that's precisely why events like Summer Game
good? Hell
Fest,
yeah.
our partner showcases happening all weekend long, and initiatives like the Steam Next Fest are so essential. These events help remarkable games, big and small, find their audiences. And hopefully, if you're watching this show, you'll discover your next favorite game. So, in that spirit, let's kick things off with a game from an independent studio who is thinking very big. In 2017, 4 developers broke away from AAA publishers to chart their own course. Today, they're a thriving independent studio of 30 creators. And what you're about to see is a powerful testament to what passion, freedom, and
Is
a
this the
small,
guys that
dedicated
broke off
team
from
can
Activision
achieve.
and the Call of Duty
Let's take a
team?
look at our first new game announcement.
That's all I can think of right now for some reason. No, it can't be. They ain't this skilled.
You might be.
And
Why do
there's
I
the
love
first
it?
copyright. It looks pretty sweet.
Why do I fucking love this immediately?
Oh, that's a lovely crim style.
Oh? They did interrupt the song. Maybe it's not played enough for copyright. Nope, never mind.
There it is.
Ah,
Hey, if the music is gonna be anything like this, I'm down.
I'm having to mute it for a brief moment. I'm not gonna do it for everything in this. It'll be too much.
It's a big worm.
I fucking love this. This is so fucking cool.
It's making me think of Remnant.
Mortal Shell. Wait, is this Mortal Shell? Is it like a sequel?
Then what?
And with guns is really cool. I do own Mortal Shell. I just never got around to playing that one.
I love that big guy in the wheelchair.
Yes, it is. It's a sequel. Honestly, just looking at this makes me want to play the original.
Ooh.
That is
There we go.
fucking cool. I mean, 2026.
I don't think I've heard of the first game.
It kind of flew under the radar. I remember just seeing it pop up on Amazon one day, and it said Souls-like in the genre, and I was like, I'll buy that, sure.
Over the years, Fortnite has innovated with mass-scale live in-game events.
Well, at least
And
they're getting
tomorrow,
Fortnite out the way.
is set to do it again across console, PC, and phones. The Death Star's super laser is charged and ready to decimate the Battle Royale island. But
Oh, why
there's
does
still hope.
Truffle
You
Chat
and your
keep
friends can join the
deleted
fight. Here's
messages?
the first exclusive look at what you'll be part of tomorrow in the brand new live event, Death Star Sabotage.
I don't think viewers will be able to see it.
I mean, it's on the screen.
Oh. Mine doesn't tend to show them unless they've been displayed for a while.
Yeah, it doesn't usually.
Souls-like, that's a nice time to come in. You just missed it. They announced Mortal Shell 2.
Think I saw Jonesy. All right. Right now, it is an honor to welcome to Summer Game Fest a legendary game creator who is set to release his latest project
looks
in
fucking
just a
badass.
few short weeks. With each of his games, he pushes
hi,
the
Dream.
gaming medium in
Welcome
bold
back
new
in.
directions, and we are honored to have him with us for the first time at Summer Game Fest in person. Please, everyone, join me in welcoming the great Mr. Hideo Kojima.
Can't stand this money-hungry game anymore at this point. I don't care. Yeah, Fortnite be like that.
Aki, great to see you. Mr. Kojima, here we are. The world tour.
Okay, so I
begins
don't
at
think they're
Summer
going to
Game
spend
Fest.
too long on
It's
this,
great to have you
because
here.
there is
We
a
are so
Death
excited
Stranding
to have you
event.
too. So,
Um,
let me ask you,
it's
Mr.
separate.
Kojima, you've worked for many years on this project.
I love the
What
first
should
game.
players take away from DS2 when they play it later this month?
DS1 が出た後にコロナになったの
Well,
で、
we hit the pandemic after we
You
You
released
thought
PS4.
Mortal
PS4.
Shell is horrible anyway? I haven't played it.
Everyone experienced
コ
the
ロナを
pandemic.
体験し
But
た
this
中で
sequel
の
looks
そう
incredible.
つながりというか
I wanted to
それを
show
もう一度ゲー
something
ムをプレイし
new
ながら、
connection
考えていただきたいと
after
思い
we
ます。
faced the pandemic. So I want everyone you to think about that when you play this game.
Okay, well, talking about playing the game, it's coming out later this month, but right now I know you prepared a special exclusive clip for SGF. Let's take a look at this.
はい、
Cut him off.
Stranding so long. Yeah, I think the most I've managed to get through it is like 5 hours.
I don't know, it really clicked with me.
Welcome. Have a seat. Over here, please. No smoking, please. So you are Neil Vana. Mm-hmm. What do you do? For living?
He's the FAP monster.
I'm a porter.
So thank you. We're good for the day.
Okay. Thanks.
Neil.
What?
So you made it then.
Isn't he the goopy guy in black?
Sorry.
The goopy lion-looking monster.
I really don't
The go
remember.
face. I have no clue.
First boss.
I honestly have no idea.
The girl. You're alive. Stop. Stop. Stop.
I find it funny that I feel like I'm getting spoilers, but yet even the spoiler doesn't make sense to me because I never finished the original.
Well, that was
Oh, I finished the original. I didn't get anything out of that.
Glimpse of Neil and Lucy, and we met them in the trailer back at South by Southwest, but we got a little bit more of them here. Tell us a little bit more about this clip and the characters.
Oh,
of Neil and Lucy.
maybe it refers more to the last trailer.
In DS2.
Oh,
It's a
wait,
very important
probably.
character,
ニールとルーシー
Neil and
で
Lucy.
まあちょっと詳しくは言えませんけ
I
ど
can't really say because there'll be spoilers.
手にカニ座の刻印が
You
2人ある
saw the cancer mark on both of their
すごい
hands
深いつながりがあって
So they have
これが
this
物語に
deep
大き
connection
く関わってきます
and reveals
で前回
throughout the
ク
story.
リフっていう人気キャラクターがい
And
ま
last
すけど
time on
マッツさん
DS1,
がやって
we have Cliff,
で
who was
物
played
語
by
的には
Max.
彼はもういなくな
And
った
of
の
course,
で
by story,
まあ 2では出
he
せな
will
い
not be in
で今回
DS2.
ニールっていうのが
But
マッツ
this
さ
time,
んの代わりという
Neil
その
will
同
be
じような
like
役割を担って
playing like the role that
登場
Max
します
did for DS2
で
this
まあ、クリ
time.
フすごい人気あったので、
And Cliff was a very
まあ
popular
クリフを超え
character,
るようなキャラク
but
ター
I
を作ろう
think
として、まあ、ルカさん
we
に
have
お
to
願い
kind
し
of
て
like top that
結構いい
character.
キャラクタ
So
ーになったと
Luca
思います
Marinetti was a
That
great
was a
actor.
very good character.
It was great. He did a great performance, so I think you'll like this new character,
あの
Neil,
もう
too.
20日後にゲーム出るんで、
I will
Well,
say
the
that
game's
Troy
gonna be out in
Baker's
20 days, so I'm not going to
um,
give any spoilers, you know. That's
I
new
know
what I brought
character
today.
in
But
this
there is
new
more
one
to
looks
share,
fucking cool.
And you won't have to wait very long to learn more about the game. Actually, this Sunday, as part of Summer Game Fest, you tune into the DS2 live game premiere, where Hideo will be joined by many members of the cast. He'll be sharing a new demo of the game, live gameplay demo, alongside Elle Fanning and Troy Baker, and I'll be there hosting it. And
Yeah, I
let's
believe
just
that's the
say
last
this is
event
not the
over-
last that you've seen of Neil
over
this
Summer
weekend,
Game
and we'll leave
Fest.
it at that.
あのニールのゲームプレイシーンっていうの
Yes,
を出し
I'll
ます
show you
ので
the gameplay scene
あ
of
の見
Neil.
に来てください。
Miss
So
my
hope
jokey
you
joke.
enjoy, will join us Sunday, too.
Excellent. All right. Thank you so
Won't
much.
say
Hideo
CBT
Kojima,
again
everyone. Great
if
to see
you
you, Mr.
mind it.
Kojima. Thank you.
I don't mind.
All right, and now I'd like to introduce my co-host for Summer Game Fest. She's along for the party, a veteran games journalist on GameSpot and the co-host of the Friends Per Second podcast. Please join me in welcoming the incredible Lucy James.
Thanks, Jeff, and hello, Summer Game Fest. I am so excited to be here this year. Thank you for having me. Now, we are honored to reveal an exciting new project from Raw Power Games, a new team headquartered in Copenhagen, Denmark.
Wait, who
Here you
dat?
can engage in intense combat, fight for land, glory, and legacy, and lead massive armies into epic scale battles, as narrated by actor Tom Hardy.
Okay.
Thou shalt not kill. So the priests tell us. So the Lord commands.
Yeah, who the fuck is Raw Power Games? What are they known for?
Do not listen.
Wait, did I see a Finnish flag for a moment?
I sought no war,
Maybe. The German studio.
but war found me.
Oh no, I think it was red.
Is some kind of chivalry game?
Came like them. I took up the sword.
I myself never heard of him.
Some kind of Crusader Kings type game.
But some paths, once taken, have only one ending. road
Total War.
is only death.
Oh yeah, it could be like a Total War. That you have your own taste and opinions, of course, but I'd rather let someone CBT me than play Mortal Shell again. Was it that bad?
Hmm.
Oh my god.
Go write your own.
Mountain Blade? No.
Chronicles Medieval.
Okay. I'm guessing that it's gonna play similar to Mountain Blade.
New project in a brutal European medieval
Oh yeah,
world.
Mountain Blade. That
Now it's time to hang onto the edge
That's
of
what it
tomorrow.
looked like.
Sonic Racing Cross Worlds is a
Super
thrilling new
Sonic
entry
Racing.
in the legacy of racing action games within the Sonic franchise. Cross Worlds brings other
gonna
worlds and
jizz all
familiar
on the
faces to Sonic
ground.
Racing, including
I think I played
Sonic
All-Star
Racing.
Racing.
being revealed here at SGF
All-Star Racing was
for the
fun.
first time.
But it
Still
sucked that
really-
it wasn't supported very long.
I just don't really get to play those often because they're just multiplayer.
Yeah. Get a load of this.
Right, that's the racing game exclusive character, right?
I think so, yeah.
Oh,
What the fuck?
that's my favorite Sonic character.
Yo!
My next favorite Sonic character. Yeah, in person I really ripped off Sonic with this character.
I feel like when it comes to a game like this, I'm too easy to please.
I need to go through like a Sonic marathon at some point.
Coming in September, but that is not
Sonic
all.
Kart.
We'd like to introduce the man behind the creation of everyone's favorite blue hedgehog, Takashi Iizuka.
Ooh.
Thank
It
you,
was-
Jeff.
It was Hatsune
I'm
and
honored to
Miku
be
keep
here
hearing and
to
seeing
talk
this
about
character,
our
but I don't
latest Sonic racing
understand.
game. Sonic Racing Cross World is a next generation.
It's like an
of the Sonic
anime like
racing
dance
series,
character from
developed by
way back
Sonic
in the
Team
day.
and the Sega
I
Arcade Racing
believe the
Team.
Vocaloid things are like
You can feel
they're like
Yeah,
kind of like
Vocaloid.
filters,
The new
filters
feature
AI
for
for
the
making music, and
which you can warp
they've
in
got
the
these
race.
mascots, and Hatsune
Also,
Miku is one of them.
unlike another kart racing game, this game will have
Yeah, people used to
online
make like videos of her
cross-platform
dancing
matchmaking.
to like pretty much any song.
So you can
in the
race
most
against
anime way
all
possible.
Of your friends across all of the platform. Lastly, I have one more thing I'd like to show everyone here today.
Yes.
Take a look inside of the travel ring.
Take a look in the book. Minecraft. Fuck's sake.
Yeah. Sonic, if it was epic.
You know what? Sure.
Minecraft and Sonic. I guess you could say you gotta go craft.
Now, maybe I'll finally play Sonic now that they have
Get the fuck off the
Minecraft.
stage. Boo.
Next, we're excited to reveal a
Boo.
brand new action RPG from Bandai Namco Studios.
I just want her off the
Embark
stage
on
to
a
give her a
journey
hug,
across
comfort
dark
her, give her
fantasy world
confidence so
and
she can tell
uncover
better
a
jokes.
vast story that eclipses time.
Expected to understand the game without any information. The combat's mind-numbingly bad. Might just be because it was like their first attempt at like something like that. Maybe they'll have improved it in the sequel.
Time
At least I'd hope that's the case.
for some. It heals. For others, it wounds.
Why did he just spunk on the wall?
New gacha
For our
game.
world, it promises only oblivion.
Try to understand what I'd expect.
Our hopes lost long ago.
that much since I'm not into all that pop stuff, but she's on my waifu list. How old is Hatsune Miku supposed to be? You might want to rethink
No
that
clue.
one.
You have the power to change all of this.
Lol Spunk. Yeah, the British came through with that one.
Could you undo the sins of ruin? In this time,
Spunk, he had to let one out first before taking her out.
you'll find how to save us all.
How old? I don't know. How old is she? Well, usually there's kind of a thing with a lot of animes and their female protagonists being very underage. I'm not actually sure myself. It's a British word I like. It's hard to be/sound British. Oh, I know. I mean, I was British all my life.
Oh,
But I
God,
chose not to be. Underage or not, it's a drawing anyway. That's yikes. You might want to rethink that one. Say she's 16. Sure, I'll rethink it, yeah. I thought so.
Is this?
Like a little nightmares type deal.
Yeah. Oh, it is kind of like a shooter in Little Nightmares.
Is it maybe the spin-off that got announced at one of the previous events we watched?
I mean, the clothing would, like, imply that.
Just didn't know she was a pop character. Now I know. Hell yeah.
End of Abyss.
That was a very moody, cool new game. That was End of Abyss, the debut title from Malmo, Sweden-based Section 9 Interactive, an atmospheric action-adventure game coming in 2026 to the Epic Games Store and consoles. Next, we'll step into the black and white world of rubber hose animation with Mouse PI for Hire, developed by first-time developer Fumi Games and published by
Oh
PlaySide,
shit, that was the one that was
releasing later
originally
this year.
called
Here's a
Mouse.
quick new look at the game.
Oh, I want to play this one so bad.
It was originally just a prototype, and then they turned it into like a full-on fucking game. Because the, was it Steamboat Willie, or is it the entire Mickey Mouse stuff entered public domain?
And those who do anything to save it.
Oh, I want to play this. I love a good boomer shooter.
They won't even know what hit them. Oh boy. Here we
Troy Baker,
Troy
of
Baker
course.
again.
Troy Baker's in like everything.
Another role for Troy Baker. All right, that's not all from PlaySide. Now comes the announcement of another ambitious project from this independent Australian developer. We've been talking to them for a while about this project, which builds on their recent launches of Kill Knight and Age of Darkness. But this takes things to a whole new level. It's a premium,
An ad break, but don't worry, I meant who cares how old fictional character is, not anything sexual.
In the world. Any guesses? Let's take a look.
In the context of a story, you know, where the character's just a character, sure. But with the way that people view characters like Hatsune Miku and stuff, and then they gawk over them,
You may think you know
it gets very weird.
how the game is played,
Oh, Game of Thrones.
but this is not the game you know.
Still haven't watched past like season 2 or 3.
Is this Game of Thrones?
Yeah. I've seen that villain guy everywhere. I mean, I'm sure that it's a really good show, but like everyone says that the ending is complete unforgivable shit, so that doesn't make me excited to watch till the end.
Yeah. I only ever watched 2 episodes. I don't really have much of an opinion on the show.
Yeah, those first seasons that I watched, they were amazing.
And who dies?
It was one of those things that I put on at the time and then just never returned to. Wasn't because I disliked it or anything, just never really gelled enough to like need to put it on.
This is gonna be like an alternate history type deal.
Don't care much about Hatsune Miku is more what I meant. Yeah, me neither.
Game of Thrones. War for Westeros.
Makes me think of that Lord of the Rings game. Yeah, Battle for Middle Earth.
All right, now it is time for the global reveal
I
of
know
an
the one.
FPS action adventure RPG.
Mundfish.
Mm.
The great Silkovsky once said, one could count 1,000,000 billion suns in the known universe. So why do we deny
Interesting.
other intelligent beings? It is said, if they were out there, they would have visited Earth.
I want to craft my own whale. That's what I'm buying this
The
for.
answer is, maybe they will.
Whale crafting.
But time has not come yet for this. The dawn of a new era.
Is this...
Era of atomic
Oh, Atomic
yeah.
Heart 2? What the fuck?
Isn't this from a Russian studio?
I think so.
All I know about the
And
Atomic Heart
that
1
is
is the...
definitely a mute.
Yep. All I know about Atomic Heart 1 is the horrible dialogue that everyone made fun of.
I mean, it's beautiful.
Yeah, and Russia too, so that's already a loaded gun.
Yeah.
I don't know, are they a fully Russian studio?
I mean, they won't be entirely, I would imagine. But definitely primarily.
Moonfish Studio.
But they're going
Main
to
office is in
individual studios.
Cyprus.
Oh, Cyprus. Are they still playing? Yep, they are. They're like playing the entire song. Honestly, go fuck yourselves for that one. Why do you need to play the entire song?
That's right, Atomic Heart.
Yeah, I don't know
2
if
is
there...
in active
I think there
development at Mundfish
was like a
Unreal Engine
discussion on
5,
whether it
the
was
spiritual
supporting
successor
Russia,
of the first
that
game,
studio.
a retro-futuristic world on a global scale.
Definitely something to
This
look
time there's a
into.
greater emphasis on RPG elements and player freedom. But that, believe it or not, is not all from Mundfish today.
Oh, we've got something else.
Is it recording?
Yeah, it is.
It's in the sky, a giant cube. I
The
can
cube.
barely believe it myself. When it showed up, I was in the lab. I didn't even see it. You know, I felt that
I like a
same
good
fear,
cube.
though. A terrible sense of my
What,
own
the TV show, The Cube?
powerlessness.
Not just the cube, the shape.
Lasers will get you.
How did the whole of humanity miss it? And did we actually miss it? What if the cube didn't appear, but revealed itself? What if it was always there, and we've only just started to see it?
Did they just fucking flash their whole crotch?
Just know it's an alternate version of if the Soviet Union got advanced and never lost the war.
Yeah, so it's like a nightmare scenario. I think I remember some talks of the first game being like super sexual. Yeah.
Cute little guy. The cube.
Hey, Russia here, don't think about the war. Yeah, just think about pretty graphics.
On a
It'll be
massive
fine.
levitating cube, you can see there where the edges are constantly rotating to create unique gameplay combinations that are ever evolving.
I mean, there's some cool ideas
let's
there.
jump into
The
the
graphics are
Marvel
cool,
Cosmic
but I would
Invasion
definitely advise
universe.
people wanting to
The
pick
new
them up
retro
to
beat-em-up coming to PC
look
and
into the
consoles this
studio
holiday,
and
with multiplayer fun for up to 4
I'd just
players.
like to
they're
see
doing
a
with
proper
15
their
Marvel
funds.
characters to play, but
proper
so far,
statement from the
only
studio.
seven
I don't know if they've
revealed.
made
Well,
one.
Now it's time to meet the next two.
we already know that gamers don't give a shit for the most part.
Yeah.
But I'll put that out there as a PSA for sure. I'm trying to be a better person. Please don't show me the coochie. The game is too sexy. I mean, hey, coochie is coochie. Could say Gucci is Gucci.
Just show us a little dick in a while.
Yeah. It's little dick and balls.
I don't think we've got into any of this stuff in our watches yet.
This isn't
Capcom.
hell, my world. What is this?
I think we were getting to...
Oh, is this Onimusha that they showed last time? Where I could have sworn it was like Sekiro or some bullshit.
You don't have a chance.
Mm,
Remember, I was like questioning it the entire way through, and then it was like Onimusha. Or whatever.
hmm.
Not enough. I need more. Pick your battle, piggy.
It's so boring. Not this one. The Marvel's Invasion. Yeah, the Marvel's one wasn't my thing. For anyone that liked the look of it, though, it exists. It's there.
At the top, and it won't be a coward who runs from jewels. Words never did work between us, did
I do like this, though.
Sasaki Ganyu.
Yeah, Onimusha. This is the one where I got super confused last time it was showing off. Pretty graphics with no soul like most Russians themselves. Jesus
That was
Christ.
a new look at Onimusha
Real, though.
Way of the Sword, which we announced back in December at the TGAs. It is coming in 2026 and will be playable this summer at Gamescom.
Controversial
Now let's
opinion incoming
completely
from
switch
Soft
gears.
needs to
You
fuck
guys
off
all
without a
know I
ring and
love
make
my
something
puppets.
already.
And this
I mean,
next project is one I've been
they've got
tracking
stuff
for a few
cooking.
years.
We already
As
know
the
that.
team at Son String Studios is using Unreal Engine 5 to create an insane digital puppeteering pipeline. It's actually a thing. What you're about to see is running completely in real time in Unreal, and I cannot wait to play it. Here is an unexpected new game announcement that combines comedic storytelling and arcade fighting action. Check this out.
Ooh. Well, hey, we got your Muppets.
Yay! Obviously, Night Rain and that Duskbloods game are both like little side projects for From Software. Those definitely aren't any major projects.
What? If you're gonna be champ, we gotta transform. Why are you even here?
I'm into this.
Don't waste my time.
I always found Muppets funny, and I love the way that Jeff includes them in his show, but they've always creeped me out. It's like Wallace and Gromit. Something about it freaks me the fuck out.
Attaboy. Attaboy. Eat bread, crap, burnt toast, carb load.
Oh, it's one of these. It's gonna be like a really weird, like it's like a co-op game.
And fulfill your destiny.
It's Muppet Punch Out.
I'm down.
Build that boxing.
Super fun. Gotta wish list that, right? All right, well, next it's time to see the announcement of a brand new game.
If that is
in
co-op, we
Deception
need to do a stream of
Trust.
that. Beating the shit
I feel
out of
like
each
that's-
other.
I feel like that's gonna be a single player.
Probably. It'd be funny to beat the shit out of each other as Muppets, though.
Find their way here, gathered from every corner of the earth, divided yet bound, wolves and lambs, engaged in a perilous dance of wits, a game where truth is but a
This
shadow.
is a team-based shooter.
Theatrics. I'll get to the point.
Or is this like a TTT type thing?
The killers lurk elusively in plain sight.
With like a murder
Kill someone,
detective
and a
kind
clue will
of
remain. Hair, fingerprints, blood, clothes. The
situation
lambs
going
scramble
on.
to find clues, one step closer to unmasking
Yes,
the
it is
culprits.
like a TTT
Will
type thing.
eventually come to light.
Yeah.
Wolves win by killing every lamb. Lambs win by rooting out every wolf.
Like the ship in
Such
in
simple
Cluedo.
rules, but there's so much more to this game of murderous mystery. Complete quests to level up. Buy items with the gold you earn. Loot chests for weapons and armor. Steal items. blow up
I mean, the thing is, TTT matches are over in like a minute or two. Do you have time to figure stuff out with those clues?
I would imagine that there's incentive to play it
You would do
like
well to
correctly.
remember, deceit and deduction are your strongest weapons in this game of life or death.
I mean, I guess those level up mechanics will kind of keep you on the move. It's kind of like evolution.
Yeah.
That was
What did I miss? What is this murder mystery royale? It looked kind of interesting.
In a game of life or death using social deduction skills to win. All right, it's hard to believe this next game was first announced at TGA in 2021. I know it's been a while. Their recent tech tests prove that some things are definitely worth the wait.
That was 4
I'm, of
years
course,
ago.
talking about Arc Raiders. This is one of the most anticipated games of the year, and we're excited to share a
Oh,
new
yeah, that
trailer
one.
which will tell you more about the mysteries surrounding the world of Speranza and the long-awaited launch date coming later.
I haven't
this
seen
year.
anything about
From
this one.
Embark Studios, here's the world
Just
premiere
heard
of the
mentions of
release
it.
date trailer for Arc Raiders.
It's a extraction shooter, right?
I think so, yeah. I was gonna say, I just remember it being beautiful, being like, oh, I'm kind of into this. And then they showed, like, kind of the vibe of what the gameplay was gonna be, and I'm like,
Clear your mind
maybe
of all
not.
distractions. You don't have to walk this path alone. Surround yourself with resourceful friends.
I think the last one extraction shooter that I've played was I tried a little bit of that Exo something game.
Exo Primal.
I don't think it was that.
Oh.
It was you're like some kind of exo suit, and there's like disasters happening around the map. I think it's in beta right now.
I think I know the one you mean. It like released in early access originally. like an alpha form.
Yeah. That was pretty fun, but I don't know if they had real players then, because everyone I killed was like not doing anything.
Oh god, Exoprimer was so boring. I actually forgot about that game. And it was cool too. Exoprimer was the one where they debated us with Dino Crisis. I believe. They had like a character that was like straight out of Dino Crisis. People were like, holy shit, holy shit.
Dune Awakening combines the survival
And then it ended
and
up
MMO genres
in that
with
garbage.
a thrilling cinematic story. It arrives on PC in just a few days on June 10th, but you can play it right now in Steam Advanced Access. Here is a brand new look.
Action shooters are boring as fuck. I think it's just frustrating when people either start abusing the mechanics or just like camp and don't even play properly.
Hunt Showdown is real good.
Or you get like people that are like way too good. So then you as like a newcomer just can't do anything. You're just never going to extract with stuff. It can be really frustrating to get into. And yeah, Hunt Showdown was fun when we would play that from time to time.
Sounds like Dune.
Yeah, they said Dune Awakening.
Oh, I missed that. I need to watch the second part still.
Looks like knockoff Dune. Oh, it is Dune? Yeah, it is Dune. I don't know, I feel like there's been this big push over the last like 5 or 6 years, especially with massive multiplayer games and big squads, like co-op games, extraction games, live service, and I'm just not
This is gonna be like a...
into most of that stuff.
This is kind of gonna be like a Rust Arc type thing, right?
I think this is that like MMO.
Oh.
Yeah. Unless that was a different Dune game, but this one looks pretty much like what I remember that MMO being.
Makes me think of Defiance a little bit.
I enjoyed watching the 90s director's cut along with the new ones. Good franchise, but dark when you learn about it.
Doesn't Dune have like 15 books or something?
I have no clue. I've only seen the first of the reboots.
Yeah, same. Like it's an insanely like lore-rich and vastly written world.
I thought it was pretty good, but there was like a big section in the middle of the movie that was just nothing but dialogue, and I was like, why is this here? They're like over-explaining to me what I can visually see.
I imagine that it's got the Harry Potter effect, that they're trying to condense things to that watch time.
Straight up like expo dumb.
Yeah. Because you know, when you're translating a book into viewable media, you don't have those bits of this thing is this in the book. You have to translate that into someone saying it or showing it.
I mean, it's the same situation with video game adaptations too, where in a video game you've got these moments where you're walking around, you can interact with things. These smaller moments that really add to the story.
Yeah.
But then with a show or a movie, you can't really have those moments. Especially if you want to condense it down to a reasonable like length of time.
It's such a different way of doing media.
Very different mediums. That's why I don't compare or contrast them that much. like between each other.
Your journey awaits.
Chrono Odyssey. Does that have any relation to like Chrono Trigger? Or is that a new thing?
Does what have a link to Chrono Trigger, sorry?
That Chrono Odyssey.
What is more compelling to you, sir?
Oh, I can't remember, but I feel like there was like some kind of comeback for Chrono Trigger not too long ago. But it might do.
What happened while I was out? So I hear you.
Oh, this is a gacha game for sure.
100,000%.
People here despise weakness, worship
It's a waifu land.
I never doubted that you'd end up here. I'm merely curious. What ending have you penned for Septimus?
You're really out here making a lot of games these days. Honestly, there's too many games. I'm kind of glad that like not every game is for me because there would be too many to enjoy.
Such a tiny nuisance. I know all your secrets. And don't come back.
I mean, hell, if I was to completely ignore new releases for the next 20 years, I still wouldn't run out of games to play out of my own like backlog and collection.
Has a demo on
Same.
Steam you can play right now as part of Next Fest. What you're about to see next
Just
is
our
a
like
stop
co-op
motion
list is
co-op
like
platformer
plus
where
40,
everything
50
has been
games, I
crafted
think.
by hand.
Yeah.
It's called Out of Words,
And that's just the
I'm
stuff that
honored
we
to
think
show
would
it
be
to you today.
interesting to play together on stream.
Ooh.
Very cool. Love the creativity. Oh, it's like the Unraveled game. Or like, Tale of Two Brothers or whatever it was. Brothers something.
Hmm. This must have been a lot of hard work.
Don't you see? We can't.
Come on, follow me.
I don't dare even think about the amount of work that they put into this. If I even try to, I think my brain's gonna like shrivel up.
What a really unique and different game. This August signals the release of Mafia: The Old Country, the next entry in the acclaimed Mafia franchise from the team at Hangar 13.
Yeah.
It's a gritty mob story set in the brutal
I need to go back and
underworld
play
of
those.
1900s Sicily. Here is
Just
the
like
Summer
the other
Game Fest
game they
trailer.
use clay to make and animate. The Midnight Walk. I think it was.
An enemy can't hurt you like a friend.
Who are you?
Sono Enzo.
This is the only one where I'm confused as to why it's here.
My friends, my family, my
Just because
I need to go back.
they've shown us off like 5 times already in the past like 3 months.
Sometimes
I really want to play through the original Mafia games.
Oh, definitely. They're fucking good. Even the third one that was a little bit meh.
remind them of their obligation.
Still a
I-
really fucking good game.
I only played the first one partially.
Where I come from, commitment.
The third one's biggest issues was it was just a bit buggy.
This is how it'll be. The Dons noticed you, Enzo. This is an opportunity. Do you wish to commit to this family?
And I guess it lost some of the charm from the other 2 Mafia games, but it also made up for it with its own style.
Became our business.
Kinda sweet.
It's family. Loyalty is everything.
We do not always get to choose what we do.
We can choose who we are.
And who are you, Enzo?
I think the third game was in like New Orleans or something.
And if you thought that guy was a stud, just wait till you see this next game. LEGO Voyagers captures the creative, hands-on spirit of classic
Ah.
LEGO and will also support a Friends Pass, just like Split Fiction. Here's the first ever look.
Friends passes are cool, because you actually get achievements for playing the game even if you don't own it. You just own the Friends Pass to play with your friend that owns it.
Hmm.
It literally fixes the Steam Remote Play issue that I complain about.
This is cool.
It's like a baby's first Little Big Planet, but with Lego.
Makes me think of those like 2D co-op games.
Yeah, where you're like solving puzzles together.
Hmm.
Like the Portal 2 style thing.
Yeah. I'd be so into playing this.
Lego holds such a special place in my heart. It's most of my childhood. I love Lego.
Oh yeah, I had this gigantic box of Lego growing up.
Hello, Summer Game Fest.
I used to make
I'm
castles
Carolyn
with
Lawrence,
it.
voice actor for a few familiar
And
faces
then kick them
spent-
into the
grown up
wall.
with on Nickelodeon. Some with
We used to
squares,
like
thank you.
make
Some
these
with science
shitty
marks,
cars and ram
some
it them
with
at
serious
each other like super
Nickelodeon
hard.
has always been about
Hell
wild
yeah.
worlds and weirder characters. And while I'm mostly sworn to secrecy today, I am thrilled to have a hand in revealing something that brings a lot of those characters together like never before. I hope you enjoy the first look at Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny. Yeehaw!
Oh!
Holy shit.
A great evil would emerge. However, a brave and wise and powerful and ridiculously handsome wizard would call upon his magic powers to summon the most ferocious, most awesome, most totally radical team of adventurers the land had ever seen. They alone would be able to...
Okay. Oh, now I want to watch Fairly Odd Parents.
It's been almost 2 years since players first
I was
stepped into the
kind
role
of
as
into
Geppetto's
it
puppet to
and
save
thought
the
that it
city
was
of
going to be like the
Prague from disease
PS2
and puppet
Nickelodeon
frenzy lies
games,
the P. Overture
like
is a
SpongeBob
DLC
style
expansion
thing,
of
and then they
Lies
showed
of P to
gameplay, and I was
transport players
immediately
back in
kind of
time with new
disappointed.
characters, environments, and of course, imposing enemies and bosses. Here's the exclusive new look.
Do you say this is Lies of P?
Yeah, that character looks familiar.
So I haven't got around to playing that one either. I keep buying these games and I don't play them.
I keep getting my stuff from Humble and free games and I still don't have time to play them.
Thankfully, a lot of these games I don't pay full price for. I like get them just when I see them and they're cheap enough, and I'm like, yeah, I want to play that. Just never have time.
I've got that new work trial coming up soon too.
Man, that makes it even worse. You just end up with like literally zero time. Between work, maybe like a couple hour worth of streaming, and then sleep. It's like, what time do I have left?
I thought Lies of P was like fighting against mechanical enemies. Am I thinking of another
that's
game?
Right. Overture is available today.
Lies of P is
across
like
all
based on like
platforms to play, so
Pinocchio.
enjoy it this weekend. All right. Next up, the small
The
video
P
game
stands for
publisher
Pinocchio.
Serenity Forge, based in Boulder, Colorado, shared this game with me a few months back with a DM that said, Doki Doki Literature Club meets Silent Hill. That piqued my
What?
interest. I think you might get a kick out of this.
Still haven't watched anything about that game.
What, Doki Doki?
Yeah, I know that it's just got like some kind of fucked up
Oh, it gets real
twist.
fucked up.
Would that be a good stream? I mean, it's a visual novel, so it's just a bunch of reading.
It's a bunch of reading, but it will catch you off guard a lot. It is crazy. It's worth it.
I feel like stuff like that is more interesting to watch than play. Oh.
I generally don't enjoy games like that too often, but I did enjoy playing that one.
Beautiful. Broken. Plates of flowers. Plates. The garden is lush in the rain.
I'm down for this one.
I feel like if I played that one, I'd need my face cam.
There's a hunger that feeds
And
the
like
blooms.
10 new pairs of panties.
And I will bloom.
Is that the mascot of Wendy's?
I wouldn't recommend eating those tomatoes. All right, NCSoft is expanding
you
its
said
Blade and
that, I
Soul
feel
universe.
silly.
Let's take a look at the rich lore and
Oh, I didn't
dynamic
realize
action
that.
in Blade
Realize
and
what?
Soul
Sorry.
Neo, just out on Steam, and Blade and Soul Heroes coming soon.
Why is there a map of the old country ad in the bottom left of my screen?
I don't have anything at the bottom left.
There's like a YouTube ad popped up over the stream. It was
Oh.
just a
Let's
small
see.
one. It was like Mafia of the Old Country, £50, and then a link. But
Huh.
it's weird that it was there. Liza P, you said P means Pinocchio? Oh, yeah. You're that scared. I mean, I wasn't scared looking at it, but I feel like playing it I would be.
I don't usually get that scared by scary games. I get scared by stupid shit.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's like a fucking soda can falls down behind you. You like quickly turn around and expect to be scared. And there's nothing. And then you turn around again expecting to be scared.
Oh.
And it's
One
like
Punch
a
Man.
fucking coat on a hanger. And you say, what the
Yeah.
fuck? End up screaming your ass off and it's just a fucking coat hanger. One Punch.
We need to watch through One Punch.
We do. The Eggman himself. Bosh.
Oh, Seven Deadly Sins.
Okay. Never played this one. Heard a lot about it though.
This is an anime.
Okay.
Or Seven Deadly Sins, I think, originally is an anime. I've watched a little bit of it.
Do you recall there was like a game of this on like the DS or the 3DS? That gained like a cult following that I've heard a decent amount about.
Like I think the show is about like the 7 deadly sins, who are like some kind of heroes.
Earth, wind, fire, farts. These
Would
are the
farts be
elements. Nah, they're too powerful to be wind. They're more solid.
Solid.
I was waiting to see when that would drop.
As if that's just shit.
This is a technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4.
Maybe.
Human creator is now fully integrated.
It's The Witcher, it is.
You're seeing me live in real time. Squid Game will be coming to UEFN.
It started with an epic mega grant, and it's now a serious contender for Game
There
of
was
the
like
Year.
an Unreal event just the other day, and The Witcher was part of it.
Hmm.
The game's looking fucking good.
We find a way.
The animation and everything was on point.
I played Witcher 3, but I couldn't really get into it. I need to go through those games again.
We altered the course of nature.
I want to know,
Oh.
can't females be Witchers by the lore standards, or am I missing something?
Up to us.
I don't know.
Nurture what we have set free.
I think you just need to have like a special body to be a Witcher. Because witches are like immune to poisons and stuff, right?
Well, to help life.
Yeah.
Find a way.
Like I think all of the potions that they drink would like hurt normal people. Okay. Oh, I like that automatic waterfall. I'm still curious to see what new they'll do with this game.
I never got to play the second one yet, so like just seeing that right there is a huge improvement from the first game.
Second one is the second one is definitely an upgrade over the first one.
We broke new ground with our first game, Shovel Knight. Today,
It's awesome.
I'm thrilled to share a world premiere look at our next IP, Mina the Hollower. Mina continues our traditions of refining retro gameplay for a new
You know, I'm so used to seeing her in the
It's a
Spawn Wave
bone-chilling
shows
adventure that it blends
on
intense
YouTube
combat,
that I kind of forget that
free-roaming
she's part of
exploration,
Yacht Club
and
Games.
precise platforming. As Mina, a whip-wielding hollower, you'll burrow through danger and unravel the mysteries of a cursed island. A decade ago, we unearthed a groundbreaking legend. This year, we're bringing our next bona fide classic.
Shovel Knight is like one of the best platformers, modern platformers.
It was crazy how when that came out, it just blew up.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense why it was made, but with just pure passion and love. Enquiry, welcome in.
This looks so interesting.
Music for this is really cool. It's fucking badass.
Do we have that many like mouse protagonists?
This is a special one. Our next game comes from a well-known
The only one that comes to mind
developer
is
that has done-
Moss.
Yeah. Kyle Bossman, everyone. Final boss.
Scripted. Scripted.
This says.
French.
Oh. Hey, Jeffy. If you're reading this, it means 3 things. Number 1, you're killing it at the fest with your oodles of totally natural charisma. Debatable. B, I'm at your house playing long darts with the fam. And 3,
So scripted it
You're gonna
hurts.
do me a solid and skip that.
And there is a bomb under the stage.
So you can
Oh,
pick my
shit.
revolutionary
Everyone
VR
get
gaming
out.
venture that will shock the industry probably. A wet one on the
Actually, no,
lips,
everyone stay
comma,
there. Jeff, you
wait.
get out. You're a national treasure.
All right, let's take a look.
It's a Jeff game?
Ooh, Red Band trailer. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Handcrafted with cuddles by the Merc with a MetaQuest.
No, Deadpool.
Kick back and bask in the glory
I
of
swear every
gaming's
time I
first
see
twin
MetaQuest,
tropical
my
farming sim experience.
fucking heart just falls out my anus.
I saw, I think it was Arcade Games trying it, and that shit looked horrible.
And I have to mute it. We can't hear any of the dialogue. Oh well.
I have never even tried a VR headset.
I had the original Vive, the original HTC Vive and the PSVR, and the screen resolutions were rough. But outside of that, the experience was okay with like games where you're sitting or standing, like in a small area, and you're not moving your character any other way other than your body. But the second you use a controller to move, I would throw up immediately.
Isn't it a thing that...
Spending any longer than 20 to 30 minutes in there, I'd get dizzy as hell.
Is that weird?
Isn't it like a... that... it's you can mostly just do like snap movement.
Snap movement's even worse. It's so disorienting.
All right. Last year at Gamescom, we announced Dying Light the Beast.
Because it like teleports you or it like shifts your view 90 degrees, but your body isn't moving 90 degrees, so it just doesn't process in your head.
Survival horror. Let's take a look at the latest trailer with some big news.
It's so bad for games that require you to move around a lot. If it's just like, you know, exercise games or games where you're standing there at like a shooting range and stuff, it's incredible.
Maybe like a mech warrior type game.
Yeah. I just want that experience to transfer to a traditional game where you don't feel like you're gonna vomit.
He's experimenting on humans like they're lab rats.
I haven't tried the newer headsets, but I doubt it's gonna fix it.
Dying Light?
Yeah, I think when we last saw this, it was last year when it got initially announced, and it was just like a teaser.
Oh yeah, was it the monster or the beast or something?
Yeah, something like that.
We need to play some more Dying Light and Dead Island.
We do. They were fun as hell. Like, they were frustrating. I think especially Dead Island with its jank. But so fucking fun. So many funny moments.
You want revenge?
Damn right I do.
Maybe you can reach that. Do you have longer arms? Classic.
Yes, you're playing as a superhuman.
Dying Light if you're the Hulk. I know, volatile when I see one. They made them meaner now.
Then I'll go there and fucking kill him.
You can come out in the sunlight now. Even more terrifying somehow.
There's the big news.
I think the nighttime would be more terrifying, but no.
22nd Gamescom week. All right. This next game.
The Dying Light's whole thing was that the nighttime spawns those like insane zombies.
The bonds of friendship and the nostalgia of growing up. Mixtape comes from Beethoven Dinosaur and Annapurna Interactive, and this is your exclusive new look at this game that plays like a love letter to teenage memories.
This one was full of copyrighted music.
Hanging out, getting buzzed. I've got to get out of this place.
At the end of an era, when everything
Love the style of this. It is a really cool looking game.
to look back on
Yeah.
greatest hits.
I like that, like, I guess, like, low-framey character movement.
This year, experience a retrospective like no other.
Yeah, where they're animating every 2 frames.
Invites you to
Yeah.
relive the teenage riot, to spend one last night
And then they cut it
together
to like 12
before
FPS.
school's out forever.
So really cool.
And with a soundtrack this good, it's gonna be one hell of a night.
Well, this part's getting muted in the VOD.
I love the Cure.
The Cure.
Experience it for yourself. Mixtape. Nothing but the hits.
I do feel like everyone from our generations and above playing that are just going to be fueled with nostalgia.
I was more of a
With that
Rammstein
music.
Linkin Park kid.
I was always listening to like just pretty much anything my parents did when I was super young. Like 60s, 70s, 80s music.
Yeah, I was into Linkin Park, Rammstein, and my dad was really into AC/DC, Iron Maiden, and CC Top.
This is gorgeous. Take this. And just getting started. Let's put it into action.
The surge of power. Savor each moment.
I need to play Hades.
Get ready.
I haven't played Hades yet either.
Are you with me?
Friend really liked it.
We will live on in this
Everyone I've heard talk about it loves it.
no matter what hardships await.
I do like a roguelike.
We fight for a future filled with hope.
Listen to so much of my dad's music, yeah. Absolute classics.
Toa and the Guardians of the Sacred Tree.
A beautiful game. That was the global announcement of Toa, a new roguelike from Bandai Namco and developer Brownies, a game drawing from classic Japanese art with a whimsical spin on Eastern mysticism. Next, we want to introduce you to a game made by a first-time solo developer in Bandung, Indonesia. With the help of 9 of his friends, he's built an intense action beat-em-up with brutal hand-to-hand
With the help of 9 of
combat
his friends,
set in
so
his
he's not
hometown.
solo then.
This is Acts of Blood.
Oh yeah.
He just contradicted himself.
They left me with nothing. No justice.
A solo team of 15 people.
The hunt isn't over.
Like, to be fair, I'm sure he did, like, probably most of the work himself, and his friends, like, helped with the smaller things, but...
Oh.
It's a bit contradictory. And still a small group, but they didn't think that through.
Makes me think of the... What is that movie called? Raid. Just those, like, hammers.
You know what that hallway reminded me of? That one? Reminds me of Daredevil. The hallway scene.
Oh yeah. Oh, this game is gonna be sweet.
Just the satisfying bonk sounds.
I feel like I've seen a lot of like Asian like fighting movies and stuff that use a hammer as a weapon. It's just like the convenience of it being around or something.
I guess so. Either that or they just have a thing for hammers. Hammer time. PC friendly games look and feel annoying to me for some reason. Maybe it's so innocent, if that makes sense. I think it's because most of them end up being gacha games.
Amazing what these solo devs can do today. Now it is time for the reveal of the next game from Montreal-based
It like puts a bad taste in your mouth when you
TMNT,
see them.
Shredder's Revenge, and Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which you saw a little bit earlier. If you're like me, you've been waiting
said
for
solo
more than
again.
a decade for this reveal.
You know what? Let's just give that guy credit. He did all the work. His 10
Yeah.
other friends. Nah, they didn't exist.
And it's got like a Scott Pilgrim.
Very Scott Pilgrim-y.
Oh wait.
Like 2 Scott Pilgrim-y.
Yeah, very Scott Pilgrim. Yeah, they even have Scott Pilgrim in it.
God damn. Can't believe how close they got to Scott Pilgrim without it being Scott Pilgrim, but with it being Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, it's a 0 instead of an O.
Oh. Scoot Pilgrim.
Yeah.
The Temu
I don't think
version.
I haven't seen anything about Scott Pilgrim actually.
Wait, you haven't seen Scott Pilgrim?
It's originally like a comic series, right?
Yeah. You haven't
It's
seen
not
the
a-
movie?
No, I just don't know you're really into that game.
I love the game. I was so happy when they brought it back. That thing was locked to the PS3, taken off the stores.
You'll battle through space-time and the streets of my
Then they
hometown of
finally
Toronto
brought
with
it back.
Scott, Ramona,
Made
and
dreams
5
come
of their
true.
former rivals.
I know that the main enemies are like evil exes or something.
Scott Pilgrim creator Brian Lee O'Malley. All right, we're going to be right back.
It's funny because when you mentioned Scott Pilgrim, I was like, man, I wish I had
TGA
something
winner in
new Scott
2021
Pilgrim.
for her performance in Resident Evil
And here we go.
Village.
Ooh.
There you are. Wait long. We've been preparing delightful ways to make you suffer. So enter
Steph
the
on me,
village
Mommy
today.
Dimitrescu.
We've slashed the price to be lower than ever for you simple little man things. Still thirsty? Worry not, you ungrateful wretch. There's plenty more fun to go around.
Jesus Christ, Del.
Now cease this foolishness and make your decision wisely.
I wish more games called me an idiot, told me to buy them.
In terms of YouTube moderation, you might want to delete that one.
Oh, what's something in your chat?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Not
I
that
like
one,
big
the
mechs.
other one, Del. Yeah, I'll do that. God damn it. I mean, it's already on the stream, like, I have the chat on the stream, so it's there forever.
Since the dawn of time,
You've put that on the internet for
humankind
everyone to
has been
see.
obsessed with the hard.
I was about to say Call of the Wild, but damn.
Wait, is this on public? I think this is public domain, right?
A glorious
Uh, I'm pretty sure it is.
on something that simply
It's used in like everything.
harder.
Yeah.
Scum.
Wait, they're bringing back Scum?
Oh, I loved when they had that Steam sale that like blocked the S letter.
What the fuck?
I mean, doesn't this thing like show your nutrients and stuff? Like, oh, I ate too much salt and stuff.
Wait,
Like,
full,
it hasn't-
full launch. You're telling me
Oh.
this game still hadn't launched?
At the 7 Days to Die dev cycle.
I played it like 6 years ago.
Come with me.
Mind's Eye. This is the one that I always get confused with. Oh yeah, this one got me copyrighted hard at one point.
Oh.
I always get this one mixed up with that Alters game where there's one actor playing like every character because they're all like clones.
Hmm.
It's just knocking to get out. I'll be seeing you around, Charlie. Maybe.
Need for Speed.
Diaz, you were a good soldier.
Oh fuck it! I can erase some of this in the VOD.
Yeah.
Like the background music, you can use that like AI feature in the YouTube editor. I'll just do that later.
Mindseye.game.
Ant-Man crossover.
Ooh.
Hi everyone, I'm Hakan Abrak, CEO of Iron Interactive.
That guy in the audience going, oh!
When it launches on
creamed
June
hard.
10th from Builder Rocket Boy and IO partners.
Didn't expect the voice actors to come out like that.
Noticed Agent
You see what I just saw? That's what I'm saying. The guy's shitting on that ledge.
In Red Rock City.
Yeah, you have to take like shits and vomit in that game, right?
Yeah. There's legit like a defecate and like diarrhea feature like in art.
YouTube might actually like that.
Yeah, we might have to
2026.
block that
But
scene
we want
out.
to make the wait more exciting.
We can just label the stream educational, don't worry.
Ah, yes.
Who is very dear to
Teaching
the Bond
people how to
universe.
shit
Let's take a
for
look.
the first time.
If you can finger yourself on YouTube and say it's educational, I don't know why that would be a problem.
I mean...
Your target is the elusive shadow banker, known only as Le Chiffre, a financial mastermind with suspected ties to the criminal underworld. He has
Okay, so I was gonna
arranged a
say we
high-stakes
saw
poker game at the
we saw
casino
James
Monachique
Bond get announced
in
yesterday. It's not as big of a shock to us.
Unacceptable.
I've invited these people for a reason.
But
I know their weaknesses.
crossing it over here with Hitman is odd.
Well, she likes a drink. Don't know about the newcomer, Mr. Smith. though.
With Mads
He's the only
Mikkelsen
one.
as well.
This is the Paris level, isn't it?
Well, this is turning into an interesting evening.
Or at least looked like it for a bit.
Some kind of variant of it, yeah.
Names are for friends. Wouldn't you agree, Mr.
Free now for free.
And you get a reward for first light.
Hitman and 007 are coming together
Not
in
bad.
a very unexpected way.
That's a good promotion.
We know our players waited a long time for 007 First Light. It's just around the corner, coming out next year. However, Hitman is live right now. So I thought, why wait? And I asked a fellow Danish
I wish I could afford the newer games. I've only played until the second game.
That's right, everyone at Summer Game Fest, please welcome the great Mads
I've only
Mikkelsen.
played the first of the reboots. Like I started going through them again, if you remember, and I still didn't beat the first one.
Hmm.
I got pretty far into it this time though. I got like halfway.
I want to go back and play Codename 47. I played that growing up and I never finished it.
The villain we know from Casino Royale.
Yep, that's it. And you know, this is
Blood Money is really good.
had a deep love for this character.
That's the one I was about to
It's
think
a role
of.
that means
Blood
a lot
Money
to me
is one that I
because of a lot
love.
of reasons, so
Along with
when Haggard gave me
Absolution,
the
it was
chance
very
to step into
different,
the
but I
shoes
loved
of the shipper
Absolution.
once again, I did not hesitate for 1 second. But this time is a little different.
That's okay to
It's,
play, but it's
more
probably one of the
confident.
worst Hitman
He's
games.
dangerous. He's not just a brilliant mind hiding behind a desk. He is visceral, unpredictable, and ruthless. And let's just say this time he doesn't outsource the violence anymore.
I mean, it definitely deviated and went for a more like cinematic kind of approach rather than focusing
So
on
this mission
Hitman.
is set in a casino in Paris. We want to make an homage to the movie Casino Royale while keeping surprises.
Went a
for
bit
our
more
players.
action-y.
James Bond and Agent 47 have very different set of skills, and the mission will be handled in very different creative ways.
Yeah, he's not going to beat me in poker. He's going to figure something else out.
So I guess it is not just about the shot, it's about the bluffing around the table this time?
Yeah, sure, exactly. It's the Schiffer is always like 2 steps ahead of you. He reads you before you read him, so it's a little like bringing a chess player to a poker game.
We built the mission to allow several parts, unexpected characters, appearances, and even custom poker mechanics.
Wow, all right, well, when do we get to play this?
That's the best part. We wanted to surprise you, so the team is updating the game as we speak. Le Chiffre, Elusive Target mission starts today in a few hours.
I mean, he did kind of spoil
For
that like
only
3
30
minutes
days,
ago when it
and
said
if you play it, you'll unlock a unique reward
available
in
now.
007 First Light.
Amazing. All right. Well, Hakan Mods, thanks for joining us for Summer Game Fest. Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks for
Thank you
having
so
us.
much.
Thank
All right,
you.
great to see you.
I just have great respect for Hitman for doing that illusion target who was a Finnish guy.
New party game coming later this year that will delight Lego fans made with over 1
Wait, what
million
about a
Lego
Finnish
bricks,
guy, sorry?
300 minifigures, and over
One of the
700
elusive
billion
targets in
unique
Hitman, like the extra targets, is Finnish.
Oh.
It's like a bookkeeper called Pertti Järnefelt.
We're minifigures, Dad. We don't have nails. It's an action-packed contest to collect the most.
Oh shit.
Lego
Lego
Party.
Mario Party.
Or hindered by evil monsters.
Or lightly toasted by a flying lizard with wings.
That's a dragon, Ted.
Now you can get mad at your friends in another game.
I hate this so many times when I want to play Mario Party, but no one I know owns Nintendo consoles. And if they do, because there's like 2 people I know that owns them, they don't own like Mario Party. So I just can't, I can't play Mario Party. This is a solution.
Okay, but certainly not a giant crab, a mythical king cobra, or Master Wu smashing a crate.
Those were literally just on screen, Ted.
Wow! We've got all that and more in...
I love the Lego skeletons so much.
Me, my cousin, and younger sister used to play Mario Party on the DS. Great. It really is good.
All right, next, a new look at a new team shooter from Dreamhaven.
It's a great way to hate all of your friends.
Across 5 ships venture into the most treacherous regions
It ruins
of space,
friendships.
hoping to get their hands on the artifact. The game is called Wildgate, and the open beta starts next week during Steam Next Fest. And we're also very happy to announce the game will launch on July 24th for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox. Let's see what it means to get into some serious space shenanigans.
Didn't even hate each other. We loved it. It was fun at the time. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's fun as hell. But the amount of arguments that come out of Mario Party. How the fuck did you win that? I was so close.
Ooh. Like
Sodium
spaceship
levels are real with
combat.
I'll be fair to this. This looks cool. This looks fun.
Yeah.
Looks pretty unique.
It's like a capture the flag, but you also have to manage a ship.
Yeah. Looks fun. I just know that I would get sick of it after like a week,
from
though.
Toronto-based Drinkbox Studios, the team behind the Guacamelee series and Nobody Saves the World. They're making a full 3D game that can be played alone or with a friend in co-op. You can find out more during Day of the Devs right after the show, but for now, here is the global reveal
I
of
forgot
Blighted.
Day of the Devs was like right after.
Looking over this decaying world, one can only wonder, how did it all come to this? It began with the ancient rituals, the dead buried with a seed from the trees of memory. Those who ate of the fruit saw the lives they lived and passed their knowledge to future generations until Sorcisto, in his lust for power, consumed the brains of the living, spreading this blight. You harbor it too, I see.
Oh, reminds me of Bastion.
I like the style.
Very cool style. Yeah, co-op.
3D, but with that 2D hand-drawn look still.
Consume you before the blight does.
Yeah, definitely makes me think of Bastion.
Lighted. And you said co-op?
There is more blighting coming up right
That
after
could be one for the list for sure.
All right, next is a first-person
I'll
survival
add it there.
action horror game from Team Clout. It's a new team of 50 with founders in Canada and Armenia. They partnered with the new Munfish Powerhouse label to bring this insane Unreal Engine 5 game to life with unpredictable monsters and visceral dismemberment. Here is your first look.
It is one of the issues that you have when a studio becomes like a big publisher too. Is obviously you've got a developer that makes a game that could be incredible, but then it's plagued by the publisher.
Yeah, like
and the
Playway.
publisher's values. I mean, this kind of looks dope.
It looks good.
I mean, I'm just thinking about all the, like, AAA horror games, like Evil Within style shit that we're gonna see over the coming years. They're gonna be absolutely insane.
Whew.
You can tell they straight up copied Resident Evil here, though. Take the baby.
Poor little babies. All right, Mecha Break is one of
They're eating dead
2025's
people
most
fruit.
anticipated shooters. With its previous
It ain't
beta
no
amassing
Ebola
over
village.
300,000 concurrent
Oh
players on
no,
Steam,
that game.
3 million players in
I
total.
still can't
In
believe
this
that
game,
thing's
you
on
explore a
Steam.
sci-fi universe and pilot
And hasn't been
powerful mechs
removed.
with immersive aerial and ground combat. As a top wish-listed game, players are clamoring to know just one thing: when is the release date? Well, here's Mecha Break's latest trailer with the answer.
You mean poor little baby? I'd seen that thing flying. Oh no, I said kick the baby.
Growing Martian zones force the Thalassic Federation.
Take that thing out the stratosphere. All it does is cry.
Project Enterprise.
Oh my god.
We've seen this one before, right?
Yeah, we've seen Mecha Break. Can't remember if we saw gameplay or if it was just some kind of cinematic teaser. But
I do like mechs, but it's not my usual style. I'm not too into like the clean-looking Gundam mechs.
mechs are one of those things where I definitely like them, I find them cool. But I would only play a mech game like when I'm really in the mood.
I love Mech Warrior.
You like Mech Warrior? I would break out for like a couple of days. If I was in the right
Yeah,
mood.
Mech Warrior 5 being co-op is pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's also that
mech game with the booty tight suits. Not this one, I think. Too many mech games nowadays. There are a lot coming out lately.
There's also the Battletech, which is like an XCOM style Mech Warrior game. Right, but Battletech is the official universe of Mech Warrior.
Oh shit, that could be cool too.
I'm liking all the destruction.
Thing with this one is this feels like bullshit. I don't know how else to put it. Like, none of that feels like it'll actually be in the game.
In this next title,
Yeah.
small-scale players traverse the oversized world around them, filled with local wildlife and hostile machines.
It's like we're watching that intro of
This
Digimon world with the awesome battle, and then we get to the game where it's just taking care of this little Kremlin and they're shitting everywhere.
Imagine it's just a bunch of battle mechs like shitting everywhere.
I'd play that.
I'd buy it day one.
Big shit fan.
What the fuck is this guy? Grounded with realism.
We must now face a stark reality.
The realism update.
The Tau Empire.
The industrial civilization we were expecting to join.
Oh, is it like tiny? Voice. Is it like tiny aliens going on Earth?
Well, the performance was rough there.
Imagine humanity finally someday finds aliens and they're like borrower-sized.
Whatever it takes.
Wait, the aliens are borrower size, or we would be borrower size?
The aliens would be borrower-sized.
I'll just crush them. Sit on them.
No, like diplomacy from your side.
Marks the 30th anniversary of a legendary video game franchise.
We're like Lady Dimitrescu to them. They want us to step on them.
Please check this out.
Really cool. If sci-fi stuff, I really like the look of it.
Mm-hmm.
Happy birthday.
Here we are.
Did they do Resi 1?
Yeah, I think that was in the cards.
It was, yeah. It was like they'll either do Resi 1 or they'll do Code Veronica.
Happy birthday to you.
Or are they debating us here?
A special message from Takeuchi-san.
Okay.
She's really taking into that character.
Okay, it was more of a sizzle reel to introduce. Is it going to be 9 Code Veronica or 9-1? Or 9-5?
What is that copper chalice?
I don't know, but I'm going to break in his house and steal it. That's a joke, Twitch.
I need a glass of wine too. All right. Thank you, Takeuchi-san, for that very special message. We cannot wait for when the time is right to share more leading into the anniversary of Resident Evil.
It makes sense. I did say at the start of the stream that they usually like to have their own event. But oftentimes they'll like tease it here. And be like, we are working on Resi 9. You'll see more at our event. And they'll be like, there you go.
Let's rumble.
Basically announced. No, they debated us this time.
Is this? This feels like an old, like TV video game ad.
Bring them back, honestly.
I don't know these characters.
Please stop. This is cringe. I love it. I want more.
Is this the... I was about to say, is this that Alterscape you were talking about?
Now, Alter's game looks a lot better than that cringy trailer there. I promise you.
Elvis. Mastermind? Nope.
Just straight up TF2.
Yeah. Team-based shooter. Or is it class-based shooter, the genre?
Yeah. Like class-based. I mean, hey, if you ever want to play TF2, but you want something that feels a little new, there you go.
I feel like these are just like, unfortunately, flavor of the month games, mostly.
Yes, we've seen so many games like this and like all the live service games for the past 5 years. They keep flopping and they keep making them. And I'm so confused. I guess it's because all you need is one of them to be successful to make all your money back and then some. But
Yeah, it feels a bit bump and dumpy like simulation games.
yeah. I just want a bit more creativity.
That space one looked really interesting.
It did. I mean, I love the style of this. But it's just a game mode I've played year after year after year.
That was Last Flag, a new online action game from the new indie studio Night Street Games, which is the ultimate game of capture the flag set in the 1970s, as you
Used
saw.
to play the Scout and
closed
TF2.
alpha
For me,
will
it
be
was the
starting
Scout
later
and
this year.
Heavy.
Next, we have a beautiful new trailer for a Souls-like
Most evidently into the
action RPG
sniper
game developed
with
in
ball.
China by Lenzi Wuchang Fallen Feathers, which is launching on July 24th. Here's a look.
Love me a good sniper class.
Is this bloodshed really what you wanted? Fate is all set in stone. You can't change how it ends.
Like the music.
Music kind of gives you goosebumps.
What will it take to finally
Fetal position. Been seeing this one, it has some potential. Honestly, even if like a Souls-like game is bad, I'm always down to try them.
It's a very interesting genre.
Yeah. It's a genre that I never really get bored of.
Where is the Wu-Tang Clan?
What?
Ain't nothing to fuck with.
Oh.
Very interesting. Presented by Ghostface Killer.
Like that 50 Cent game.
Ghostface
Was that one that also has...
Killer on you to rescue his Wu
I
brother.
don't know, there was also that game that had Snoop Dogg in it.
An RPG with anime-style fighting, and it's the debut title from the 53-member
Jesus Christ.
Lion Entertainment. Now, here's a new look at Guild Wars 2, which has new updates.
I think that also had Danny Trejo in it.
And is free to play.
I'm actually angry that they debated us with Resi.
Advantage of double XP all weekend long.
They couldn't even show us like a cinematic that's like 5 seconds long and be like, come to our show.
I was super into Guild Wars 2 at one point.
My greatest advantage? Adaptability. Their greatest weakness? Me.
I don't think I ever played Guild Wars myself.
Those beast guys are fucking amazing. They like warmongers who killed their own gods.
Jesus.
I just played as the Viking dudes, that's probably obvious. There's some really fun classes there.
Wait, so that was still Guild Wars 2. Is it like still the same game? Do they not have like a new one?
Yeah, I think it's still a long-running game.
Some games run maybe too long.
And that's kind of the MMO dream.
I feel like after you've gone for maybe 5 to 8 years, it's time to work on something new. Like, I know that you don't need to if your game's successful, but maybe just time to get a sequel or a brand new title of some kind.
I wouldn't mind old school RuneScape going on forever.
Yeah, but at least they make new things. Like there was that new RuneScape game that came out recently.
I wonder how that one is.
All I saw was the pictures on Steam. It looked pretty cool, but I don't know anything about it.
I had to stop my subscription for old school, but it's a really good game.
So many gacha games that blink once and there's already another one out. Especially during these sponsored sizzle reels. They're generally full of them.
Another game throwing back to a classic animation style. Enter a surreal world where you're a down-on-his-luck outcast who has to battle his inner demons, literally, in this action roguelike. Here's Into the Unwell.
Or Kazoo.
Love the art style again. Yeah, there's so many games with some really cool art styles recently.
There's something about the old like rubber hosing animation and brutality.
I think it just gets our nostalgia going for the most part. Like I do wonder what younger generation people think of this type of style and animation.
I mean, rubber hosing is kind of a lost thing. Do they do any new animation that's gonna have that style? With stuff like constantly moving and like bouncing a bit.
That's a good question. Trying to rack my brain to think it's something that has done it recently.
It won't always be so easy.
I guess the only thing I can think of is Cuphead.
Yeah.
And I guess
but
that Mouse PI.
Yeah, those are just games still. Like, I feel like the new generation might think that that's like a new style.
Maybe, yeah. I'm like, man, we've never seen this before. I mean, while we're like back in my day, man. This used to be the style.
Actively turning to dust.
When we started Splitgate in our
I
dorm
don't
room,
feel
Splitgate
so
2.
good.
We could play with our friends. And 20
When did
million of you
Splitgate 1 come out?
Now, with the help from our
I remember
amazing
saying that when
community,
they first announced Splitgate
Why?
2.
Because I grew up playing Halo.
I was like, when did
And
the
I'm
first
tired
one
of playing the
release?
same Call of Duty every year. And I wish we could have
Wasn't it an
Titanfall
online
3.
game too?
Yeah.
With Splitgate 2, we asked ourselves, how would we take Portals to the next level?
Make
What if
FPS
you could
great
portal
again.
to
Get the fuck
entirely
off the
different
stage.
worlds? So we combined the action,
Mhm.
movement, and gunplay of arena shooters with the scale and intensity of something much bigger. Splitgate Battle Royale
They need to
launches
fix
free
their
right
damn game. I
now,
played the
and
beta and
it's fucking awesome.
It's almost not that comparable to the first. Doesn't surprise me with this guy's ego
This guy really thinks he's
and
cool.
his hat. The dude looked like he was trying to be fucking Elon. And look where that got Elon.
Getting some strong Randy vibes.
And they dare add Game Pass to a beta. Okay, this one we actually cannot listen to.
Oh,
Strongly advise muting that one.
okay, mute it. What is that song from?
I think it's like Imagine Dragons.
Hmm.
There's like certain songs that I know when I hear them, I'm like, this is gonna be hell. Like full on claim, not just sorry, full on strike, not just claim type deal.
Mm.
Like when you try to do anything with Metallica music and they come after you with a lawsuit.
Now we are honored to showcase the latest project from the talented minds at RGG Studio in Japan.
Used to enjoy Splitgate too. It hurts to see wasted potential. There's so many games I felt that with.
It's just this thing you're gonna get used to with being a long time gamer.
Yeah, like you see something that really speaks to you, and then just falls flat.
Guess this is gonna be that Yakuza game. Yeah.
But then the good thing is that there's always more games to play. I do love that they always try something new with these games.
Hmm. I've only played 1 and 0 and they're super fun.
The only thing that pisses me off is that there are so many of them that getting into the series is a nightmare. But I really need to just jump on it at some point.
Like it's such a full feeling world. Like you can go play with mini carts, and I fucking love the arcade you can go to.
Project Century. Stranger Than Heaven.
Oh, so it's not a Yakuza game.
You saw it at TGA last year as Project Century set in 1915, and now the full name has been revealed. Stranger Than Heaven, the brand new title from RGG Studio. This time it's now 1943, and knowing RGG, I'm sure more surprises are surely on their way. All right, well, we're almost done here, but we do have one final, very special global game announcement to share with all of you who've been waiting.
Wait, is that be
Today
3 hours?
we showcased a lot of projects from teams around the world, including many brand new studios, and we're proud of that. But this
Jesus
one
Christ.
comes from a
It
studio
has.
that is no stranger to delivering blockbuster games time and again. When I first got a glimpse at this project last summer, I was absolutely blown away by the scale, scope, and ambition of this developer's vision. And while there are many places, really any place, this game could have been revealed.
A statement
we
like
are
that
so
is often
deeply
very hit or
honored
miss.
that we get to share it with the world right here at Summer Game Fest.
Why choose a title like that? What makes it so Stranger Than Heaven? I guess I'll have to wait to see.
Getting Heavy Rain vibes.
I mean, have we seen anything from Quantic Dream in a while?
No clue.
I don't know if Jeff said the studio.
Grace. Grace. Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
My office.
Oh, coming. If this is about the report you asked for yesterday, it'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days, tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now, I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene. The Renwood Hotel. I know that's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past. Grace.
Who's this?
The two things my head goes to is Evil Within
Yeah.
and Silent Hill.
I don't know why I'm thinking of Condemned.
Stay close. They're coming.
Because, I mean, Tango Gameworks were saved.
Searching for a special one, the chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Investigating all these strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Thinking a bit of Jigsaw.
Please know that you are my hope.
Everyone's gone.
Raccoon Police. Wait.
Oh, shit!
Holy mother of fuck!
What the fuck?
RE9.
Holy fuck, what a reveal.
The second that we saw that girl at her fucking computer, February 27th. Holy fuck, dude.
Oh.
The second that we saw that girl at the computer, I was like, this looks like, is it Rose?
Will be playable to fans this August at Gamescom.
From Resi 8?
We'll also be hosting opening night live on Tuesday,
Oh, yeah.
August 19th.
The second I saw her, that came to my head, but I was like, no, it can't be Resi, because they already told us they're not showing
just
it.
about survival horror. Expect high-stakes cinematic action too, with much more to share soon leading up to its launch
A
on
robot
February
dope does.
27th, 2026. Amazing. Thank you, Capcom. That was an amazing announcement.
He smacked me in the ass and called me Sally.
All right. That's going to do it for
Yeah.
our live Summer Game Fest show.
Same.
Let's
Twice.
thank our co-host Lucy James. Didn't she do a great job, everyone? Good job. Lucy got to see
I am pretty hyped for that one.
You kept that so secret.
Very top secret. All good. All right. Well, there's much more Summer Game Fest to come. Make sure to visit summergamefest.com to see a listing of all
They
the
were
digital
smart
events this
about it,
weekend
too,
you can
because-
watch, and to highlight even more games, including the Xbox Game Showcase.
Because of
on
the more,
Sunday.
like,
And stay tuned online to see
dilapidated
coverage of many
gray
of the playable
style.
games at Summer Game Fest Play Days that's taking place this weekend in LA.
And make sure to stay tuned.
Yeah, I thought
for
that was
Day
gonna
of the
be a new
Devs, which is
title.
Coming up next with additional new reveals from incredible independent studios around the world and deeper looks at some of the independent games we showcased today. Thanks so much, everyone.
Awesome, and thanks
Like,
to
it
you, Lucy.
debated
Great
us so that
job
our
co-hosting. All
brains
right,
didn't
that's gonna do
immediately
it for
go to
Summer
Resident
Game Fest.
Evil.
We will see you at Gamescom on August 19th. Thanks, everybody.
Holy hell.
I can't wait to see reactions to that.
So if I... Fucking hell.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, I don't know what they did to the audio there. If I ignore that trailer at the end there, what I was gonna say is that this show has been pretty okay, but it hasn't been like a really good one. But then that right at the end there kind of just boosted it up quite a bit.
Showmanship of this is always fun.
Rose looks different from her 8 part, despite the age. I honestly never know why people care that much about that.
Yeah,
It's
unless
like,
it's some like a established character like Krish.
it's like aging up a character for one is really fucking tough. But then at the same time, technology evolves and you kind of want to do more with your character. You want to make them more realistic looking. Or maybe you didn't like the style originally as developers. The people that actually sit there and work on the game for thousands upon thousands of hours, hundreds of thousands of hours. And you make tweaks until you like it.
And supported entirely by generous contributions from people like you and also our generous sponsors. So all you have to do right now is sit back and prepare to be inspired. Enjoy Day of the Devs Digital Showcase.
I'm not sure if there's going to be a ton.
I mean, these are mostly like the studios introducing themselves.
Yeah, it's only like really small indie games that Double Fine are helping fund or publish that don't really get the limelight elsewhere.
Hello, I'm Sasia, senior level designer and artist at.
I remember last year there were a few pretty cute ones. But I went into it expecting like maybe one like big Double Fine announcement, and no, there was like nothing directly from Double Fine.
Is that Party Hard level?
What does that mean?
Party Hard.
Glad you asked.
Kind of looked like it.
It's the 80s.
And it completely just changed. She looks different. Didn't even realize. Oh, I see. Yeah.
As Nickney Nevada,
Like, she definitely had the Rose vibe. It was the first thing I thought when I saw her at that computer. And the way she was looking into the computer was very,
what will you be stealing tonight?
like Resident Evil 4 Revelation style when they're on the intercom. But because of the section earlier in the stream, they were like, oh, we've got news, but it's not here. So I just didn't think in the slightest. I was like, it'll be Evil Within, or it'll be an indie studio that's like made a clone, or another studio's trying their hand.
And anything that might help or hinder your crew's chances of getting to
And then when they said Marissa,
then you're done snapping.
like my mind went to Silent Hill, and it showed like a hallway and a door that looked like something out of Silent Hill. I was like, has to be. Like another remake or something.
Anyone who might get in your way, including Rio, a detective who's been on Nifty's trail for quite some time now.
Interesting, you're like casing for a heist.
As your anonymous deeds make headlines, you'll attract new crew, giving you access to new ways to snap and grab. Will you be able to plan the next perfect heist? Or
It was the way she was having those visions. Oh yeah, the visions would have been a big giveaway too. And they said Mia died. I thought it was Marissa that they said. But I probably misheard. If they said Mia, that would have made even more sense.
Available early next year on PC, PlayStation 5, and
Did Mia survive?
X and S.
Does Untitled Goose Game ring a bell? It was one of the very early Day of the Devs games. So early, in fact, that when we asked...
I can't remember if 8 had multiple endings.
Do they have to have a name?
I'm pretty sure Mia got on the chopper and escaped.
I think she did.
Australia is developing a brand new kind of experience that's unlike anything else you've ever played. But I'm not the right person to describe what it is. Better served that these anthropomorphized ant, duck, wobbly creature things do it for you.
Mia Winter's a mother that got kidnapped.
Hello.
We're House. You might know us because of our Goose game.
No, it didn't have
We're here
multiple
today to
endings.
show you around our new game.
Lived, but they're saying
a
she
cooperative
died 10 years
multiplayer
ago in
adventure
that
made for
trailer.
friends
Oh,
to
I
play
see.
together. It's called Big Walk.
It's a tricky game to describe, but it's mainly about doing two things: talking and walking.
I mean, I would assume that in the actual game they're going to touch on
We've put
that.
a lot of work into making a proximity voice chat system that feels natural and playful. You'll sound different if you're speaking up close.
Hello.
Or far away.
But it's out so soon. February's not too far away, to be honest.
Or over a walkie-talkie.
Hello. Over.
Or behind soundproof glass.
I do like when games play with proximity.
In a situation like this, where you can't hear each other, you'll need to find other ways to communicate. So
We might have to play this one.
This
could be fun.
And plenty of tools to stay in touch. When
We're both going to feel so dumb.
And if you can't use voice chat, or you just don't feel like
Oh, that's gonna be fucking amazing.
so you can play the entire game that way as well.
Cidal, I fell down a hole again.
I'm looking for a hint for a puzzle, and all I can see is a sign saying ass.
Exploring as part of a group.
A giant cock and balls.
Our chat system makes it important to stick together.
I hope they let you draw on it.
They better.
And talking.
The game's a flop if they don't let
As you
you.
explore, you can split up and go off on your own adventures, or even lose each other accidentally. When you're
Wish I had
apart, you
friends
won't
to
be
play
able to talk
games
face
like
to face,
this and
so finding your way
Repo.
back
Looks so
together isn't
funny.
always
Honestly, that's a problem that we have too.
We don't have friends.
Yeah. I mean, Sada can play stuff if there's like two-player functionality, but anytime you need more than that, we're kind of boned.
Hello?
I thought that for a moment that was a bad skybox.
I feel like it would just add to the style, to be honest.
Thank you.
This building behind me has a challenge in it. Completing challenges like these is the way you make progress through the game. They're all about teamwork, and they're all a little bit different. A lot of them are designed to let you find funny and surprising new ways to talk. You might need to do some miming, or come up with a special code.
Love the Resi
Or even sing to
franchise.
each
Only
other.
pet peeve about it is how much the whole Umbrella story has gone off the rails. One moment it's a lab, village,
about
and
talking,
now
though.
this. Yeah,
There's a bit of
it's
platforming in there, some sports.
it's a
and
little
some
all
weirder
over the
stuff too.
place.
Our challenges are open-ended and leave plenty of room for you to do things your own way.
Like, obviously
Like the
they're
rest of the
trying to
game,
retcon
challenges
things
in
with
Big
all the
Walk are about
remakes,
joy
and they're
of
trying to
muddling through
piece them
things
together better and make them work with the new games.
So
But
that's Big Walk. There's heaps to see and do, but there's also lots of
Umbrella
room to
is
just hang
gonna
out
be
in between.
AWOL.
We think there's some real magic that happens when you forget your
They-
plans and
they're a
find
bit
yourself doing something
crazy.
else entirely.
You can sit and watch the sunset.
Tell stories as you wait for the night to pass.
Go dancing.
just realized they look like the drinking bird toy.
You could steal your friend's binoculars
Oh,
and
yeah.
throw them into the ocean.
I bet one of the people on the team had one of those in their office, and they're thinking of a character design. They're like, "Oh my god, I'm a genius."
Special about this game. We made Big Walk to be a nice way to hang out with your friends in a video game, and we hope you like playing it as much as we do. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I love it. Yeah, you can jack off.
Oh, yeah, I know what
Big
you'll be
wank.
doing. Yeah, no, we need to progress.
We need to play more Big Wank.
of all those games in this one as you surf the sand on your sword and
Jesus Christ.
This is Sword of the Sea.
Hi, I'm Matt Nava. I'm the creative director at Giant Squid, and I'm very excited to share with you our latest game, Sword of the Sea.
Oh, we saw this one yesterday
Sword of the Sea
too.
is
This
a
was
Yeah, we did.
atmospheric adventure game
This is
where
like
you
the
surf on a sword,
Journey spiritual successor.
and it is trying to give you the kind of spiritual experience that you get as a surfer, a snowboarder, a skater. It takes a lot of what I've done in my previous games, going back all the way to Journey, Abzu, The Pathless, and you're going
That
to see
means
those
sound like
elements in the game, but it's going to
Going
take
by
you
Love
somewhere
Umbrella, they make these cool bioweapons and they wreak havoc. They are cool
Sword of the
weapons.
Sea is all about movement, getting into a flow state, and that's something.
Just
that,
because they're
as a
evil doesn't mean
snowboarder,
they don't
I've
make some
experienced
cool
myself.
ass weapons.
I feel like there's this kind of magical experience that you have with these extreme sports when you're doing it, you actually
No,
find
it's a
this kind of
ghosts and
meditative quality.
parasites, and not
You are
demons
moving
of the
very quickly,
legitimate
but you get to understand
apocalypse.
nature in a way that you can't otherwise. You get to see the whole
I
mountain.
do like that they're
at
going
once,
more
and
towards
that lets
demons.
You kind of connect with the world
To
in a
be
deeper
fair.
way. And I think that's what we
The
wanna do with
mystical
the game.
stuff with like 7 and 8 were cool, but I definitely prefer this like demony fucking hellspawn shit.
I'm really excited because Sword of the Sea has music written by Austin Wintory, a longtime collaborator.
Hey,
who I worked
Austin
with on
Wintory.
Journey, Abzu, The Pathless, and he's done countless other games scores. It also has movement inspired by the old skating and snowboarding.
Pretty sure it did the
So
soundtrack
if
for
you
the
played Tony Hawk
Pathless
games,
too,
if
which
you played
is
the old
another of their
snowboarding games,
previous
you're gonna love the way
games.
that you move in Sword of the
I think he
Sea.
said that.
Yeah, beautiful soundtrack.
We can't really guarantee
It's very nice.
that the game will be a spiritual experience for players, but what we can do is create the environment, the conditions under which you
Wants
might
to look cool.
have
I only hope it's not the mold again. I mean, the mold will probably have some
Sword of the Sea
element
is coming
there.
out this year, August 19th, on the PlayStation 5 and PC, so wishlist now. Thank you.
But it does look like
This
they're
next
moving away
world
from it
exclusive is a
finally.
sequel to a game that has over 4 million players and counting. A runaway hit if there ever was one. But to make a sequel, you have to bring something new to the genre, something evolved, and that's exactly what this developer did.
Oh. Oh, is this Escape Academy or whatever? Yep.
Oh yeah, this is the one that I couldn't play because they only did vertical split screen and this super tight FOV and it made me sick.
Hmm.
But I'm pretty sure this is also the one where they said they were working on a fix for that and then it just never came. Oh, and now there's a sequel.
Hi, I'm
Hmm.
Liana with Coin Crew Games.
Did
and
they
we're
ever
here to
fix
announce
it?
Escape Academy 2, back to school.
No, they didn't.
Escape Academy.
All I want is horizontal and a slightly wider FOV. Is it too much to ask?
World escape room game, where
Where's Total
students
Biscuit
from classes
when you need
Or
him?
just get rid of goddamn split screen. It was a technical limitation.
We felt inspired by games like Animal Well and the
Exactly, like we're playing online. We don't necessarily need it unless there's a creative reason for it to be there.
I'm going to say, if you had a toggle between split screen and using your own screens, I don't think most people would do split screen for a reason.
Yeah.
Push that even further. We looked at feedback from the first game.
Like, I think it'd be handy for if you're doing couch co-op, for sure, but if you're playing online, like, what is the need for it? We're both using our own monitors to click play game or connect to each other anyway.
And most importantly, find lots of rooms to lock yourself up in.
What was once a 2D level select map is now a fully realized explorable space. Whether you're returning to the academy,
I do need to double check if they fixed it, because I keep ragging on this game because I had that bad experience.
the campus is designed to reward curiosity with secrets.
But maybe I'm unfairly ragging on it because they might have fixed it.
From lighting and atmosphere to environmental storytelling, we've pushed every element to heighten immersion and mystery.
Was this a Finnish studio, or did she just have a... Is she just like a random Finn?
Embodying a student at the academy. You can talk to your fellow escapists,
Might just be a random
quests,
Finn.
discover lore, and naturally get hit with a deluge of
I'm not
unworthy
entirely
puns.
sure.
Apologies in advance. Over the course of the game, you'll puzzle your way through character-driven quest lines that string together campus challenges and escape rooms.
It's so boring. What, the Day of the Devs event, or just this
If
game?
you want to get a sneak peek at the game and help us unlock its full potential, join our
Because the Day of the Devs section does kind of bore a little bit, to be fair. But I think it's because a lot of the games aren't exactly going to be huge and extravagant. They're going to be smaller indie titles.
It's more down to earth without the bells and whistles kind of stuff.
From the prolific creators of the Artful Escape. But this is not a music game.
This
or a
game.
game about music. It's a game about life.
This game looked fun.
And the music that gets us through it.
I think it's just because it's a puzzle game. Like, it's hard to show a puzzle game
Oh, hi.
I'm Johnny
and
Galvin
make it
from
look
Basic
fun
Games
unless it's like
here in Melbourne Rock City.
absolutely
This is
action
our secret
packed.
hideout where we make video games.
But if
This
you
is
like
one of our
puzzle
artists,
games, you'll enjoy it.
Fuck Off. We're the BAFTA award-winning team behind
Oh,
the
did they say
Artful.
fuck off?
But who cares? What's next? We're making a mixtape.
This might be a finished studio.
I thought we were
Oh
just
yeah.
We're in
Oh, these are the guys that made
Oh.
this.
Mixtape is a coming-of-age action-adventure game about three friends on their last night together, listening to a perfectly curated soundtrack. It's a psychedelic retrospective, a musical journey that documents the breadth of their
Yo, I
friendship
love
and their
getting the
greatest
same
hits.
trailer twice in a stream that's full of copyrighted music.
The whole game is a mixtape. The music is a mixtape. There's a mixtape of mechanics from
As long as I don't get a
skateboarding to pool
strike, I
slushies,
don't
a
mind.
mixtape of eras, a mixtape of art styles and
I always
media
get scared.
designed to take you back
Mm.
to a teenage wasteland.
We gonna get your stash and keep going?
That's a rookie move.
Yeah, have we taught you nothing, Cassandra?
What? We all go up to my room and immediately bolt? Dad, give away your grabbing booze.
But is the music any good? Holy flippin' meatballs, let me tell you all about it.
Totally radical, man.
Very much. We got Joy Division, Devo, I love Devo, Smashing Pumpkins, Portishead, Roxy Music, Silverchair, Lush, The Cure, Susie and the Banshees, Stan Bush, the Jesus and Mary Chain, the unkillable Iggy Pop, and apparently many more.
Here was the only one out of those I recognized.
Are they following us?
Yup. I can't go to prison.
Damn.
Boxes!
Yo, if you actually have free control of that shopping cart, I just purposely smash into the cars to see what types of like falling animations they have.
Incredibly brutal death animations.
Fucking skull fracture, ribs poking out,
I didn't want to get all sweaty.
legs snapped backwards.
Fair.
It's like that skate game.
Nothing but the hits.
I love puzzle game. Didn't look
Did you
interesting.
see that Drinkbox Studios just announced their next title, Blighted, moments ago at the Summer Game Fest? Well, now they're here to give you an in-depth look at the game.
Now we're gonna show another trailer.
I'm Ian, the lead designer at
Yep.
Drinkbox Studios.
And I'm Augusto, art director at Drinkbox.
We're excited to
I always love
finally
it when
tell
they
you about
introduce
our
the
new
next
game,
trailer and it's
Blighted.
so short, it's like you could have just gone into the next trailer.
Blighted is a hardcore action.
Like, hey
adventure
guys,
game
welcome
set in a
back.
Psychedelic Western
I'm now
life.
going to show you another
The
trailer.
game's full
Catch you
of
later.
mysteries and secrets, and one of its coolest features is a dynamic difficulty system that constantly changes the enemies, the player, and the world around you as you play.
People in this world have a sacred ritual. When someone dies, a seed is planted in their brain. Over time, a tree grows from their skull and bears fruit. By eating this fruit, one gains knowledge and experience.
How long
of
is
their
Day of the
ancestors.
Dead?
That's how it was for generations. That is, until the one they called Sorcisto defiled the ritual. He discovered that by eating brains raw, he gained immense power. Sorcisto ate the fruits, destroyed the trees, and devoured your entire community. And in doing so, he released a reality-altering disease known as blight.
Doesn't really
Lone
say.
survivor, you have a singular goal. Hunt down Sorcisto to reclaim the memories of your people.
Now, like the rest of the world, you're afflicted with blight. It's constantly overtaking you, making enemies aggressive and unpredictable, and changing your perception of the world. You can find ways to suppress it, or you can harness it to fight back even harder. With practice, you'll be chaining together finishers, taking out huge blighted beasts, devouring their brains, and using their memories to fight.
That's something
and
I wonder if
explore.
these people really love
With
being
enough
game
blighted
devs,
memories,
and
you'll
I'm
start to see
wondering
new layers of reality,
in
reach
terms
hidden
of
locations, and
do they
discover
really
new
do it for the
gameplay
gaming
mechanics.
community?
Blighted marks our studio's first venture into 3D.
Obviously they do it
allowing
for
the art team to
money.
bring their designs
Seeing
to
how a lot of
whole
games
new
are
level
flopping
as they
badly
craft
just has
gorgeous
me
living
wondering when I
worlds
keep
for
seeing
you to
them.
explore. You'll be making your way through the
I
maze
think
of
for the
bonded
most part, if it's like an
civilizations,
indie game, they're
manifested
definitely
nightmares,
doing it for
through minds carved into
themselves, for the
interior petrified
community.
giants and scaffolds to the gods.
Like, they're almost always passion projects from the heart. AAA games and AA games, it's kind of questionable, right?
Yeah, it's more of a business, like a fully established business then.
Yeah. Some of them, even though they're a fully established business and do it for the money, definitely do care. But then there's others that are definitely just doing it for the money, and if it happens to be good, then great.
AKA 2K.
This next title is from a bona fide Day of the Devs alumni, Outerloop, whose game's thirsty suitors
2K, EA, Ubisoft.
Celebrated in our showcases. Outerloop prides itself
All of
on
the
being
big
a
common
user-led
third-party
studio with a mission
names.
to create accessible but meaningful games about underrepresented cultures and themes. And this title is a beautiful
Just do it for the
vibrant
money.
of just that.
But on
This
occasion, they'll
is
make a
Dose of
banger.
Divas.
Activision Blizzard also, yes, exactly. Hey, Hans. Welcome in. You kind of missed, unless you've been here lurking, you missed the actual event. This is now Day of the Devs. Summer Game Fest is over.
I need to go and finish Battle Chef Brigade.
Battle Chef Brigade.
It's like a 2D hack and slash game where you hunt for ingredients and then cook in competitions.
Okay.
So you like go and beat up monsters and stuff to gather ingredients, and then you go back to cook and play kind of like a Tetris style game.
That could be interesting. I could see myself playing things like that on the Switch.
Creative director of Outerloop Games, and I want to introduce you to our new game, Dose of Divas, a spicy narrative-based RPG.
Oh man, anything of
Platforms in
note?
Hybrid villages, battle corporate
Oh
games,
god, there's 3 hours worth of games to think through. I mean, we can start with literally the final announcement.
and eat one last meal
Halfway
together
through the
before
event,
saying goodbye.
they had the director of Resident Evil pop up, and he was like, guys, we have some news, but we're not showing it today. During the Capcom event in like a few days or whatever. And we were disappointed. And then right at the end of the stream, expecting no Resident Evil, we got Resident Evil 9.
Hit lands amplifies your attack damage and strengthens your blocks against
And it
enemy
looks pretty
attacks.
pog.
Use boost points at the start of your turn to multiply damage on attacks and skills.
That's probably the biggest thing
to break down their
in the whole event.
and leave them stuck.
Very cool looking UI.
Order food to wake up villagers from a processed food-induced haze.
It makes me hungry.
Delivering delicious
You
hearty
saying
meals
makes me
reconnect
hungry
you
makes
with
me
their culture,
hungry.
history, and shared
I want
memories,
tacos
and
now.
increases your reputation. Serve
As
up
they
what's
pull out
delicious
like
and
a
letting your spirit
like
make
a
up.
wrap of some kind.
Create your own spicy style.
Look like a
with
crepe.
custom wraps and accessories. Dose of Divas, our spicy narrative turn-based combat RPG, will be out in early 2026. Thank
There
you.
is some like Souls-like sequels in there. Like new Lies of P stuff. There was
Hyperlight Drifter and Hyperlight Breaker have teamed up with our buds at Devolver. They're mixing
what
things
was
up.
that
Mortal
other
Shell.
thing? Mortal Shell 2.
Interdimensional demon horror.
Which looked really good.
Or is it a genre? Probably should be a genre.
There was Jurassic World Evolution 3. There were some big games. It wasn't the best event this year. It was like legit Resi 9 right at the end. Was like an event saver. Saved that event for them. I can feel my brain dying. Can't speak English anymore. I think I need to revert to like Japanese or something. brain being dying. Kind of dragged out for an event a little. Yeah, some years are really good. Some years are kind of mids. There's generally at least a couple things there for everyone.
Producer at Heart Machine, working on Possessors. Possessors is a search action game.
This year's wasn't the best.
Which has been overrun by demons. What you've just seen is one of 4 animated short we made with Powerhouse Animation.
But we do still have the Xbox event.
Of how a character or a creature from Possessors survived the attacks of the demon.
When is that one actually?
In Possessors, you play as Luca.
On the 8th, I believe.
From Senzu, who was injured in the disaster. Luca was forced to make a deal with a demon named Rem.
The Xbox event.
Rem possessed her, healed her, and made her strong. Now Luca and Rem
on June the 8th.
And forced to get along.
10 a.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. British Standard.
Along the way, Luca and Rem will discover what Sensu's corporate master were hiding, and piece together what happened by sharing their memory of the past. On behalf of the team, we're all very excited for you to play Possessors.
Silk Song, I reckon that'll be at the Xbox event.
You can wish this Possessor on Steam, or try Luca's new Demon Power for yourself. A demo of the
and then there is a Nintendo event coming up too. We don't know the date of that one. Nintendo like to just kind of shadow drop them these days.
Hooked me with its novel shopkeeping gameplay, its clean combat,
But I reckon Silk Song will be at Xbox. And if it's not there, it'll definitely be at Nintendo's.
The developers at Spain-based Digital Sun
That's not what Moonlighter is.
upgrades to its sequel, including an expansive 3D world, a big change from its
It's like a shopkeeping game.
I hope you're as excited
Yeah, I played
as I am
Moonlighter at
to
one
peek
point.
Moonlighter 2: The Endless Vault.
It was quite fun.
Hi there.
So it's like you're hunting in dungeons and running a shop with the stuff you.
There you go, dungeon delving, you collect a bunch of loot, then you can sell some of it, and you can upgrade your store and your home.
I'd be into that. The only game that I can think of like that is Reset TR.
Then you go to your shop, sell your loot, and turn it into profit to get better gear. This unique blend of gameplay is what made the first game so special, and now we're bringing it to a whole new dimension of quality and ambition.
It was oddly very fluid too.
This entry begins in Tresna, a blood-brimming town. Here, Will finds himself stranded.
Oh, this time it's the 3D one.
He won't be alone though. Old and new faces will join him along the way. For now, let's jump straight into the portal, where every adventure unfolds and both battles and looting take place. From the arid lands of Hodu to the grassy landscapes of Hylia, each biome offers new mechanics, enemies, and rewards. Combat has been vastly improved, with some enemies specialized in ranged weapons, while others focus on close combat. Once you clear a room, several things can happen. You might find a perk, in-run effects that can increase Will's power and unlock new abilities. The other option might sound familiar to veteran merchants, as you can also stumble upon.
By the way, if we don't see Spyro
find tons of prizes
or anything like that at the Xbox event, if they don't have them at Gamescom, I'm breaking my legs. Like if they're not there at this Xbox event and then Gamescom later in the year, I'm breaking my legs. I'm just gonna snap them backwards, film it, and then send it to Ubisoft.
YouTube.
No, not to YouTube.
That would be good content.
Now I need to save that one specifically for Ubisoft. They get an exclusive of how I broke my legs.
Oh, that's gonna be your channel's new gimmick, you breaking your legs.
Yeah. Another Spyro in the works? Yes. 100,000%. It's just a matter of when they're going to announce it.
The shop is where you put a price on your loot and try to get the best deals.
We've known about Spyro 4 since Crash 4.
For now, all I can say is,
but obviously, development hell for a short while when Microsoft did the acquisition. And then Toys for Bob went indie. And then they worked out a deal with Microsoft to continue working on Spyro.
That's it for now.
Also, the new Rayman project might get announced with the Ubisoft event. Yeah.
Please stay tuned to our socials for all things Moonlighter 2: The Endless Vault. See you in Tresna.
Something we do have to keep in mind, though, is that Gamescom is later in the year, too, and
Thomas
Some
feels
things
driven
will
to
be
advance
kept
our
for
medium
that.
by creating games for new audiences and to hopefully
So if we
entice
don't see
those who
things
might
here,
not
they
be
could
usually
appear
interested in
there.
playing a video game to take an interest. From Thomas Waterzoo, creator of Please Touch the Artwork, this is Please Watch the Artwork.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Day of the Devs ASMR edition. My name is Thomas Waterzoo.
Oh no.
I didn't expect some ASMR.
Please Touch the Artwork, a series of casual and accessible games based
Yo,
on real paintings.
he reinvented
where I
Snake.
explore what would happen if we did touch the artwork. I usually start by choosing a painter I like and then think about what gameplay could fit their art style.
This is pretty cool.
I fell in love with American realist painter Edward Hopper. But this
You know, you
time,
don't really see
we're not gonna be
many
touching
point and click
artworks.
games
We're just gonna be watching
these days.
at night.
Oh, that's full on booty.
But it's art.
Exactly.
Psychological spot the
It's like
difference
hot tub streams.
are a night
They're
watch
art.
at the Museum of Animated
And they're already gonna know what we're gonna touch.
Mama. Your job is simple. Watch the paintings and report any anomalies. However, these are not your everyday paintings.
I love that
They are
painting.
alive, and there is a mysterious sad clown wandering around, spreading their sadness.
Not the
over
oh
all
my
the
god.
paintings.
Cheat
You gotta
Jark in
need
it.
good memory, focus,
You're having
and
a
lots and
you're having
lots
an
of
incredible
effort to
time.
avoid this
Time of her life.
Ooh.
If you don't know Edward Hopper, no worries. You don't need to know him to be able to enjoy the game. But he's most famous for his painting, Nighthawks. He depicted themes.
Yeah, that's a really
loneliness,
nice
Oh.
painting.
and isolation.
Booty again.
So for
Oh,
me, it made
few
sense to create
bees.
a
I'm pretty
psychological
sure that's
painting.
problematic.
I also
Nah,
wanted
it's
a
odd.
gimmick that made people really look at the paintings. Hence the spot the difference gameplay.
I'm actually very concerned about that one.
Jump scares in this game.
Okay, but we need to start censoring art. We're going a dark path.
Chasing you are the feelings of
But like, isn't Twitch like big no-no on
maybe some
titties?
towards Hopper's America from the
It's like that.
Twitch.
Okay, you've got some clowns.
Yeah, like that.
but they're
That was
kinda
big,
harmless.
like full on nips.
It's just you, the night, and the paintings. I don't have a release date yet, but you can now.
I remember
wish
they were
this to
banning
on Steam.
people.
However, and don't tell this to anyone, it's probably.
I feel like Twitch is real in the boobs.
I mean, obviously, yeah,
Thanks
sure.
to Day of the Devs for giving me this wonderful opportunity, and I really hope you like.
That's how they pay their moderators.
Bye-bye.
Pay them with boobs.
Yeah.
That's where the boobs from the mastectomies went. Went to the moderators.
We've had a long time love affair with this next dev at Tribute Games. It goes all the way back to the very first day of the devs, where we showed Mercenary Kings. It's been amazing to see what they've done since then with games like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge, which is a huge nostalgic bomb, and they're set to deliver again with Marvel Comic Invasion.
I need to play Shredder's Revenge.
We are part of
That was the
Tribute
new
Games
one
in
that
Montreal
came out,
Town
right?
And are currently working on
Is
Marvel
it?
Cosmic Invasion.
Marvel Cosmic Invasion is
I haven't played a lot of games like that. Like, the one game that I remember playing like that was the arcade X-Men brawler.
So far, we've
Oh
announced
yeah,
Captain America,
I'd pull up Steam to have a look, but I'm currently sharing my screen instead of a window.
Nova,
I don't want to.
And we've just revealed that Rocket Raccoon and She-Hulk.
I don't want to dox myself with anything.
Each heroes have been designed around their unique strengths.
There was like a little amusement park that was running in Finland that had a really cool arcade, and I played that X-Men game there.
Devastating damage closer to the ground.
Dope.
We also introduced an exciting mechanic, the Cosmic Swap. A tag team
Some
system
detail
allowing
right
for
there.
instant switching
Really
between
feeling
heroes,
the art for
powerful
real.
combos, and unique strategies.
For level design, we recreated iconic
Grievous
Marvel
Twitch mod
settings, such as
voice.
the Mutant Heaven
A
of
fine
Dimension,
addition
the
to my
Titanic
collection.
Carrier, plus a thrilling roster of legendary location across the cosmos. We add a lot of fun and
Just a
certain
shelf
fan-favorite
full of
references for you to
boobs.
find out in the background. So keep a lookout.
A big glass cabinet. Keep it in your living room next to your TV.
It's a huge honor and a great opportunity to celebrate our childhood's fondest memories. Who knew that the countless hours spent at the comic book shop or the arcades would bring us here today?
We hope that Marvel Cosmic Invasion is a true love letter to all fans who grew up with the Marvel Universe.
Marvel Cosmic Invasion is coming to PC and consoles this holiday.
And now for something of a
Crazy
movie.
how they actually made She-Hulk
Horror
look like
fantasy
She-Hulk in
Lightspeed,
this,
co-directed by the pixel artist from
unlike the show.
with haunting and lovely music from Disaster Piece, composer of Hyperlight Drifter, It Follows, and Fez. And to boot, an amazing group of human developers from Vancouver.
So she's just like a random woman with green face paint in the movies.
In the TV show.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't Hulk out, she doesn't like turn into a massive monster.
Oh no, she just goes green. And like a little bit taller or something.
Oh.
And she's like super skinny, there's no muscle on her, there's no like veins poking out. You know how like the Hulk gets these like veins poking out?
Mm.
She didn't get any of that effect, she's just green.
A horror RPG in Leipzig and the debut title
It's
of
so
our new studio
lame.
called Blood Inc.
You play the game as Fiona. After quitting your dead-end job, you try to start
Ooh.
over on a farm, a place where you can escape from all your problems, and finally it starts fresh.
But it gets
People would like sit there and complain about how woke the show is and how bad it is because of all that shit, and I was just like, how about focus on the fact that she ain't even She-Hulk? She's just a green woman.
It's not bad because it's woke, it's just bad.
Yeah.
You can do things like shopping at
Where's
the
her
Starbucks
muscles?
or paying your mortgage using your very own Luna OS computer. You can also befriend or even romance more than 10 characters.
I've been
each with
taught
their
your
own special
Jedi arts
cutscenes
by
and routines
Darth
that can interact with each other.
As you
Transis
get closer to those characters, you can use those
Turnus.
relationships to unlock new combat abilities that change the way you fight.
You can farm, fish, and cook.
So
but Level
interesting.
doesn't play like a regular live sim RPG. Time progresses in 3 blocks: morning, afternoon, and evening. And you choose when to advance by doing things like eating, sleeping, or reading a manual. The idea is to let you set your own pace,
Mm.
so you can
It's
choose
a little
when
bit
you want
like
to fight,
Littlewood.
or when you just need a break and see your friends.
Time passes through your actions rather than just a set clock.
Oh, I like that. So
Yeah,
you're
Littlewood.
never really waiting around for anything. It just happens
Yeah,
when
in
you
Lit-
want it to happen.
In Littlewood, the time is basically like your energy, like you keep like hitting something with a pickaxe and like you can see the light changing.
Oh, I see. I really like that. You're in full
Yeah.
control.
It's time for a
Or you can just
This one
skip a day if you're looking for an event by going to sleep.
Release title, the postmodern platformer Semblance,
Ah,
earned a
damn.
place on Forbes Africa's 30 under 30 list back in 2018.
Very
and with a host of other
creative.
accolades.
Yeah, it's a really good way to get past that problem of waiting for time to pass to get to a certain event.
And it makes me wish that more games would implement something like that.
Mm.
Incognito. Like a submarine.
No, but also fast.
Like a jet/submarine. Can you be serious?
Ready.
Oh yeah, Hans, I'm not sure if I mentioned, but what the fuck is that skeleton farting?
Mm.
Day of the Devs is more about like the smaller indie games that don't get the attention in the bigger shows that Double Fine are directly publishing.
The treaty goes that all African artifacts that are on public display,
Just in case you're wondering why there wasn't any like heavy
are
hitters.
using a loophole to avoid repatriation. They begin to only exhibit artifacts in private. Our heist crew is made up of regular people who band together to see
We
these
in
artifacts
Wakanda
returned to
with
their
this
country of
one?
origin, operating from a hideout in Johannesburg, South Africa.
Cuckoo, how do you do the mysterious plane, guy?
Where was Wakanda based in Black Panther? Was it in South Africa?
A French government report estimated that 90% of sub-Saharan African cultural heritage is in the possession
Or is it
of
just
local
a
collections.
like a fictional
That is millions upon
Africa?
millions of deeply
Okay.
important cultural,
East Africa, specifically in the region of the Great Lakes or Lake Turkana?
that aren't in their rightful place. While the
Wait, did you just Google that
are vague and
quickly?
invented, the
Yeah.
70 artifacts
God
we
damn.
related are very much real.
You get hit by
As of
lightning?
today, reside in Western museums
Because you're
and
like the
private
Flash right
collections.
there.
Take
That's
those
like
off
what
the
my
backdrop.
job training is all about finding information. Fancy way to teach us Googling.
In reality,
Fuck
it has
yeah.
been sent and kept in storage in a European
I mean, I do
museum.
notice when I
Highly
sometimes
secure
struggle
from
finding
museums
something on
to
Google that I spend like
Stockholm
20
Island,
minutes looking
visit the
for,
common storage.
I'll like tell you
Anyone
about it
who
and
has
how
first
frustrated I am, and then you
in
find
over
exactly
100
what I
years
need within
will
like
see the
5
above.
seconds.
It still remains in
Mhm.
storage today.
It will never like cease to
Before
amaze
it's
me.
written and relooted, players will receive a briefing where they can learn more about these
I
artifacts.
actually gained something from that training, I guess.
Their significance,
Yeah.
and how they came to be
A
removed
life skill
from
of
African
Googling.
Yeah,
The
great.
Google master.
I also know how to use Microsoft Office.
Yo, they should hire you.
Yeah.
Hey Google, we got a guy for you over here.
I basically learned how to Google
Oh shit, I
how.
just activated Google Assistant on my phone.
I learned how to Google. I learned how to use Office packages. I learned a little bit of HTML. And that's about it.
Valuable life skills. You can't live life without them.
Yeah, who knew that people would learn to use computers good?
Exactly.
Carefully avoiding tripping the alarm and preparing your escape route.
Fictional place in Africa. And what your friend said, yeah?
Yeah, it's like a fictional place, but it's like kind of situated in that area.
As you carry Africa's heritage home.
But yeah, it does seem to vary per comic.
Oh shit, okay. Did you learn binging too, Cidal?
Learn what?
Binging? Like Bing search engine?
No. Nobody should learn binging.
Apparently it's good for corn.
Well, kind of a sequel. It's
No.
a spiritual successor.
Google is good for that too. If you turn the child filter off.
With more charming little dudes doing stuff while making music. Here it is.
Honestly, sometimes I feel like you don't even need to turn that filter off because you just search for like something for like a video game. You're like searching up a character's name and then suddenly you've got like Pornhub. Google be trying to make you get your rocks off.
What does this seem so familiar?
Oh, it's a Patapon, spiritual successor.
Hmm.
This is Ratatan, right? I think
Yeah.
is what it's called.
Yeah, Ratatan.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like just someone's home.
I think like Patapon was like basically locked to PlayStation and they like had the licenses and stuff. But these guys always wanted to return to it. So they worked with like Sony to do remasters of Patapon for PS5. And then they went to work on this as their own title that's available like everywhere.
Kind of has that like Hello Kitty, Tamagotchi, Japanese children's cartoon style.
It's very cute.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's something about rhythm games that I love. Like, even the bad ones.
I want to play that Guitar Man one.
Guitaru, man.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
Fucking, I keep trying to put up Steam, but I don't. You know what? You guys are gonna lose the top and bottom of the screen briefly. Because I want to be able to access my Steam.
I don't think it's on Steam. It's a PS2 game.
Oh. Never mind then.
I don't know if there's a remaster or something.
How did you spell it?
Gitaroo.
Yeah, not on Steam. You go to the rescue. Yeah, me too. Just get all the achievements on Sekiro. Oh yeah, dude. I still need to get back to Sekiro.
This next game, led by the
They're just cheering with milk.
Epic Mickey and Deus Ex fame, is a totally
Itaru, man, it's like if Parappa the Rapper was 3D.
It's an evocative game set in a turn-of-the-century universe, and I can.
There's no one song from it that's really amazing.
In fact, it's very similar to Parappa the Rapper.
There's a song called Born to be Bone. It's fucking great.
And what's right now
It's your favorite Souls game now? What was it your first time going through it?
Unlike any action or stealth game you and your friends have experienced before. Response to the idea and what we've been able to show has been terrific.
Co-op stealth.
The team behind the game is so excited by the response that we wanted to show you more. So here's an early pre-alpha sneak peek.
You're good at this point. I'm just looking, not even paying attention. I'm yawning to this. Yeah, a lot of these types of games aren't for everyone, but it's all good. We've still got the Xbox event on the 8th.
So we're trying to have all the bells and whistles of an immersive stealth game, like
There'll hopefully be some exciting stuff in there.
Pathing and vision cones and timing your movements with them, and lockpicking your way through a guarded location.
No, this isn't my cup of tea, and I like ADHD games, but man, I'm tired. Oh, I feel you.
Players in the same game.
Oh, this is the versus stealth game. I think we've seen this before.
All day long. I could study the levels all day long. But the other thing
Yeah, I think this is one that we both kind of liked the look of and wanted to play, but then there's something about it that put us off.
So fun. Something that won't happen in another match ever again. I think that's the thing that I'm looking most forward to seeing players do.
I can feel like a real master of stealth or deceit or cunning.
And I'm definitely willing to try it.
Like the fun of immersive sims is like finding your own way of doing things, but multiplayer games always go into meta and someone knowing the right place to be.
Oh yeah, I think that was the fear.
You understand your surroundings at all times. You understand where you are on the map. You can hear where other thieves are. You can hear other.
I think maybe with this one, if we ever see it on Game Pass, maybe we pick up a month of Game Pass and give it a try.
Can do.
Because then we can go through a couple other games that are maybe on Game Pass that we wanted to go through as well.
Yeah, the thick as thieves.
Try and make our money worth it.
And a lot of this is not faked. If you hear a train in the background in the distance, there's actually
That's an actual train. It's gonna come through your house right now. You've got 2 seconds to live.
Every thief for themselves, right?
Some nice
This
immersion.
is not fake.
1v1v1. And one thing that I really like to do is kind of stay back in the shadows and
My
watch
favorite
everyone
Souls
go
game
at
now.
it. People are falling
No, but I was
into my
missing
traps
2
and
bosses.
just
Oh, I
waiting for the
see.
right moment to swoop in.
Yeah, that's kind of the shitty part of From Software games. You need to do like it's if you want to experience all of the bosses and stuff, you're gonna have to do studying beforehand. Like neither of us knew that there was that Calamite boss in DS1.
Is that the big dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because I remember at one point I was like, oh, maybe we can like pull you in at the end of like the Dark Souls 1 playthrough when I finish getting all the collectibles on stream and we can fight it together. And then I just kind of did it offline and forgot about it.
Yeah, it was completely optional, and it just made me think of that bridge dragon.
Both at Double Fine Presents, where we publish their game Kids, and here at Day of
I mean, to be fair, when I did fight it offline,
Here's a first look at their
it wasn't a fun fight.
Hi, I'm Mario. I'm roughly half of a small studio called Playables, based in Zurich, Switzerland. I worked on games like Plug and Play.
Still staying with you to watch,
but
though.
now
Not
I'm
leaving
looking
yet.
forward to show you something.
Oh, I
Oh,
hope
I
not.
know.
Pocket Boss.
I know these games. These games are great.
About the small joys
Oh.
of manipulating data. As a remote
Maybe
worker,
looking forward
you're
to
in
see
touch
Doom
with your
DLC,
boss,
maybe
you'll
Gears
chat
of War
with
and
your
all
friends,
that.
and will get all kinds of requests.
I'm not sure if it's too early for Doom DLC or not.
Be smart, erase competitors.
I'd think
with
maybe
one swipe of a
Gamescom at the
finger,
earliest for that
navigate the
one.
stock market without crashing, and generally find easy solutions for hard problems.
But Gears of War,
Robust,
definitely.
verify
They've got that
everything is
remaster.
correct, and most importantly, beautiful. But as you do all that, the charts start to
One of the
get
two
alive on
bosses
their
I
own.
missed became my new favorite of all time.
Will you be able to tame them? Or maybe even find your own satisfaction on your way to success?
If it's
Pocket
Deutsche
Politics, an
Bahn,
intimate
I
encounter
can
with data,
get back to
exploring
sleep for an
the
hour or
charts.
so.
The game will come out later this year.
No clue what that is.
You can find more information
I
and
like
the
that
link
about
to the
From
Steam page
Software. It's a
at
baller move to
pocketboss.ch.
hide content.
Thank you.
This autobiographical game is all about food and our complicated relationship with what we eat and what we see when looking at the scale. Its unique gameplay unpacks the frustration and even the strange humor of cooking, eating, working out, and more.
With From Software stuff, I feel like when guides are available online to help you find that shit, we don't care about it as much. But if those guides weren't there, we would find that stuff so fucking frustrating.
From Software gets away with a lot of stuff that would not fly with other games.
I think the other thing too is that most people don't necessarily go for completion, so they don't care. Like they play it once and then they're like, I beat Dark Souls, and that's all they care about. But then for us, because we were going for like everything, it's pretty brutal. If there wasn't guides or just basic information out there after the game's released, it would be a nightmare to go through.
Featured an exhibit of my art. So the only thing I could think
Looks like Ross from Game Grumps.
was get hot. That's
Fuck's
where you
sake.
come in. Are you tough enough?
Fucking
to
Ross.
do me get hot?
Each story chapter in Consume Me sees Jenny with new goals and not enough time to comfortably accomplish them.
Yeah, they would, or maybe QuakeCon if we're lucky this time around. I feel like Gamescom is the earliest we'll see
Every activity costs or boosts different resources.
Doom DLC.
Activities often involve
Like the game
mechanical
literally
awareness
just came out.
In Consume Me, putting food on your lunch plate is a
It hasn't even been a month.
You can buy a sponge at the corner store to make the hitbox bigger in the bathroom cleaning minigame, and you can also wear a special
If we
outfit
do,
that
then
results in your mom
then
giving you more
you know
money
you're
to
gonna
get
have bragging
the whole
rights.
bathroom.
Yoga might kill you.
Encounter cash on the street while walking your dog.
This part is based on real life, by the way. 1 out of every
It's
15
cool.
times I walked my dogs over the past 4 years, I've encountered a crisp 20 on the ground.
This is how she walks her dogs.
Yeah, no wonder she's running into so much trouble.
Can you fit just one more to-do goal on your plate? Or
Every time I walk my dogs, I'm like exhausted by the time I get home. I don't know why other people manage
Got
it
them
fine.
swinging their dog around like a flail.
Just spinning in circles.
Consume Me comes to Steam on September 25th, 2025.
please wishlist it as soon as you can.
Seriously, at the rate of $20 per 16
I will, Ross.
Siobhan is the German train service. Oh, I see.
years to earn
They're gonna have something to compensate the sorry excuse of a Doom game.
after this.
Thanks.
Thanks.
I mean, it wasn't that bad. Give them some credit.
Sometimes great
It was
games can
pretty
go
fun.
unnoticed. If you're lucky,
Yeah, it was fun.
small cult audience, but very rarely do those games go
And they
on to
experimented and tried something new.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, they didn't just make Doom forever or do even more eternal.
Yeah.
Hello, I am Mortis Ghost.
That's how
Like,
you
there's
end up with
definitely a lot of
franchises like Call of
issues,
Duty.
but it was mostly like really good.
Off is a game I made 15 years ago when I was still a big, sweetie, drooling crybaby. It's a Japanese
Like if I was to rate them from like favorite to least favorite, like Doom Eternal right at the top, then the Dark Ages, then Doom 2016.
I'm actually gonna prefer Dark Ages.
Out of my control and became very famous. The reason is that the
I
I can
definitely
definitely see
prefer
why.
Dark Ages over 2016, but Eternal,
than I can describe.
I think it's just the movement that gives it that bump over for me.
Hmm.
Like, it's far more fluid.
I just felt how goddamn heavy you felt in that game. Like you were in a mech suit.
It's been a pleasure to work with Morris Ghost to bring off to fans old and new.
Off has inspired many indie
You actually felt like a killing machine.
One Shot and Undertale.
Hey
Yeah.
everyone, it's Toby. Off was a big inspiration to me and
Hey.
Undertale, and I hope you will take this chance to play it either for the first time or the 100th time. Oh.
Off celebrates its 17th anniversary this year, and we've worked hard to preserve its original spirit as we bring it to modern platforms.
In addition, Morris Ghost has designed 6 new bosses for
You can
returning
experiment but never run away from the standard you set. I mean, it's nowhere close to the original Doom games, I'll tell you that much. They ran far, far away from that.
Yeah.
We're proud to announce Off's release date for Nintendo Switch and Steam.
And now, a world premiere from a studio based in Quebec called Game Team 6. This is their second game together, and it's one of those where the title kind of tells you all you really need to know and has you sold before you've even seen a pixel. Please enjoy your first look at Tire Boy.
I just think we get too complacent sometimes with the way a franchise is, and we're reluctant to change.
I'm Thomas Tobin. And I'm Andy Chmalenko. We're co-creators of Game Team 6, a small studio from Canada.
Like, we immediately see change as a bad thing, and we don't even give it a chance before we jump in. And then we try to warm up to it, but we've always got that thing in the back of our minds that compares it to what came prior.
I like it that we can still have such a hyper-quality game, like obviously well-made game, that's still so divisive.
Fireboy may be the last of his kind and was lost as a child.
I think the big thing for me is, with it being a prequel, its entire moveset makes sense. You're taking a step back in time.
Unfamiliar world, searching for purpose and traces of his
Like, it
forgotten
feels
origins.
more weighty because you
Many
didn't
locals
have
grown
the
fond of Fireboy.
advancements.
They'll often ask him for things ranging from small favors to the game's main objective, which is to repair a giant radio transmitter to help the local community make contact with long-lost travelers. In spite of that silly premise, we're striving to make the world feel really grounded and genuine. Another thing we've emphasized throughout development is being playful with the scale of things in the world, wanting to make the player feel small and make you feel like a kid, giving you that childlike experience of feeling like everything around you is
Just look at
impossibly
trying to use
big.
Bill Card,
And
who
that has
asked
a
for that, who
meaningful
wanted
impact
that. I
on
mean, that's
gameplay,
EA, they're
given that
doing
you
their own
move
thing.
fast and it feels more satisfying to do so in a big, sprawling world. Fireboy is weird, heartfelt, and full of little surprises.
I feel like no one's
We've built
asking
it to
for
feel like a
anything
place
from
you'll wanna come
EA,
back to,
except
whether
for
you're chasing
Skate,
big moments
but look
or
at what
just
they've
soaking
done
in
to
the bad
that.
ones.
EA and Ubisoft
Wishlist Tireboy on Steam
are a
now,
special
and
case.
follow @tireboygame.com on Blue Sky to keep up to date. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of the show.
We don't
Who
want
doesn't love a vacation?
their
Toem took
complacency
us on
or
a
their
delightful
change.
expedition, and the sequel, Toem 2, takes us even
They can
further.
just sell off their IPs and die at this point.
Something we made from Sweden does it again.
Hello everyone, I'm Lucas.
And I'm Niklas.
Co-founders and developers at Something We Made. Some of you might remember us, or even better, our little game Toem from 2021's showcase.
I just don't want to see my favorite game fall to woke
We never
crap.
thought it would bring a whole chapter afterwards filled with love from all around the
I'm
world.
gonna slowly
And that's why
have
it's
demons and
exciting
that's it.
honestly a bit scary returning to something so dear to our and others' hearts. We teased the game at Wholesome Snack in December, and we're beyond stoked to show the game for the very first time.
I mean, gets a yikes from me. Gets a yikes from me too.
Toem 2 is still a photography adventure that resides in a whimsical world, where the main objective is to photograph a phenomenon known as Toem. Set a few years after the original game, our protagonist now jumps into
Every
their
game
biggest
franchise that you think
And what the
is falling
phenomenon
to
is
woke
this
crap,
time,
I think
well,
you need to look
you'll have
back
to
at that
discover that yourself.
franchise and its history and how it was
Along their
always
journey, they'll
woke
stumble upon special NPCs
by
we
your
call
definition
friends,
of
each
woke.
with their own personality and questline. These friends allow deeper
People don't even
relationships
understand
with
what
players,
woke
leading them
means.
through fierce
It's just a
Exactly.
buzzword.
hence becoming friends.
Most of the time when you
Each friend gives the
see
player what
woke
we
being
call
used, is
a
because it's a
character. These tools
like
are
a
new and
female main character or a black character,
for example, the scissors,
Or LGBT.
cut things.
and you put 10 people next to each other. You ask each one what woke is, they're gonna have a different answer, which is gonna piss the other person off.
Yeah.
As you might have noticed, we have updated the visuals. It's a crafty mix of render styles that allows us to reimagine the world without compromising on the vibes. And finally, and maybe most importantly, we have a new movement system. It's probably the biggest change compared to Tone 1, and you can now jump and climb your way through the environment. It adds a lot of
I like the
playfulness
style of
to us
this.
when designing
I haven't heard of the
costumes and
original.
ultimately making the world feel more free and open.
I really like photography in video games.
The handy
You have
camera
a point, but I
continues to
look
be
at
the
it from
main
both
gameplay
sides.
component. This time, we made it feel a bit faster and
Both sides.
And tying that in with the new movement, we can't wait to see the photos you'll take.
So to recap, more story, updated visuals, and a fun new movement system, but still the very same chill and cozy experience. The whole team is working so very hard to make Tone 2 something that can stand proudly besides the original game, celebrating what worked while improving the rest. So if you're interested to learn more,
Feels like a game that could have been on the DS.
see you all real soon.
I remember what it reminds me of.
Are you looking for a way to support Day of the Devs?
With that,
and
like,
you just
Paper
don't know what to
Mario
do? We have
style.
a new collaboration with our partners at the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences.
The, like,
They have
paper
an annual
2D.
program called Game Maker Sketchbook, which sees a celebration of artistry in games. And we don't mean just concept art, we mean character designs, we mean storyboards, we mean iconography. All the different kinds of art that go into developing a game, they are putting a spotlight on, and it's awesome. This year we worked with an illustrator called Nimit Malavia to make this.
What you mean is that you focus on gay characters just to complain about them in order to be homophobic for no reason because you're hyper-focusing on the media.
Every game character that you love. That print is limited edition and on sale.
Because you internally actually have a problem with gay people.
AIAS Foundation and Day of the Devs. Literally, we're not
And you don't want to see it in a game because you don't like it. Which is a problem with you.
Something in return too. Isn't that a joyous thing?
We
Not
wanna
the
give a
game.
huge shout out to our flagship sponsor at Xsola, who really helped make Day of the Devs happen this year. Xsola is a global video game commerce company that aligns with our mission to help developers connect directly with players.
There's some games that have gone too preachy, but I'll tell you right now, it's not actually as many as you think.
New Day of the Devs activation on the Xsola Mall to spotlight some of our favorite games from recent Day of the Devs showcases. Scan the QR code below or head to this URL to explore some amazing indie games. And thanks again to Xsola for supporting this celebration of creativity and community.
Thank you, Greg, for that riff on Xsola. We are so happy to have them as our flagship sponsor. But we also have some other sponsors to thank because
So what I'm trying to... Oh, sorry, I missed the I in there. No, I don't do that. I read it as no, don't do that. As in you hate them doing that. Missing an I made a completely different fucking scenario and context out of that. That one was my bad. I apologize.
Dyslexia fucked you again.
It did.
47 Communications, Panic, PlayStation, Razer, Sabotage Studio, Studio MBHR, Summer Game Fest, and Jeff Keighley and the whole gang at the Game Awards for your continuous support. Thank you so much.
God, what? I fucking hate summertime. I'm getting so shiny.
And do so there. And remember, Day of the Devs is
You getting oily?
I'm getting shiny.
So any donations are 100% tax deductible.
So warm here.
If you like what you saw here today and want more, just follow us on the World Wide Web, www.dayofthedevs.org. Please wishlist these games. It means a lot to the developers. And thank you for watching today. Thanks to all the developers for sharing their games. And thank you to all our generous sponsors for making this possible. We'll see you next time on Day of the Devs. Point.
Huge thanks to our friend Dose1 for providing the beats for today's show, and please stay tuned for a musical performance from the game Unbeatable and the band Peak Divide.
I'm RJ Lake, and I'm directing Unbeatable, a game where music is legal and you do crimes, with Andrew Tsai over at Cidal. This is a never-before-heard new track from... this is mostly a never-before-heard track from Unbeatable. It's not a live performance, but all the performances in it are live, if that makes sense. That's because the guitarist is playing...
Wait, this is the part where they always, like,
guitar and acoustic guitar and is
play
the drummer,
music
and our
for, like,
keyboardist
20 minutes
is the
straight.
cameraman. This should show you
Oh.
probably just how much work goes into even one of the songs on our 100% original soundtrack, which, by the way, is starting.
Don't worry,
right
I released
now,
you from the
can
dungeon.
pre-order at dcellgames.bandcamp.com. That's right, at
I apologize.
dcellgames.bandcamp.com. You can pre-order the soundtrack and you'll get all of the songs that we've shown off so far, including this one. Enjoy.
Gonna be like copyrighted stuff.
Probably.
Are they gonna do any more games?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think there's anything after this event as well.
What does
I
the
mean,
website say?
There is, but it's all like smaller showcases, which is stuff that generally... Oh wait, the Devolver Digital.
Hmm.
Devolver Digital presents a captivating showcase dedicated to one developer and one game. Kenny Sun's upcoming Ball Cross Pit. He says, is it just the one game? If so, we can maybe skip it.
Yeah, I might be going.
Yeah. And IO Interactive, I mean, we've seen enough of Hitman, James
Yeah.
Bond, and Mind's Eye. Pretty much just Xbox is the next big one. All the
Okay.
others, if there's anything cool that is announced, I'm sure we'll see it on Steam or something. Devolver, always good. Yeah, I'm not sure. If the Devolver one ends up good, I might do like a solo reaction like tomorrow or something. Like maybe record it or something. But we'll probably skip them for now.
Hmm. Yeah, I might need to get some sleep soon.
Yeah, we can probably end it here.
I'm pretty damn excited for Resi, and there were some other really cool games.
Yeah, there are a few cool games in there. Also, Samson
Huh.
5, thanks for the follow.
I'll have to take a look at those indie games, especially that photography one.
Yeah, there was some okay stuff in there. Some relatively decent stuff. Nothing huge this year. Like some previous years, but
Yeah. Mm.
it was okay. We've got Xbox coming up, then there's Gamescom later in the year, so still plenty of
Yeah.
time for cool games. And we've already got a ton of games anyway, so
Yeah, we can react to those when they come.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out now.
Alrighty. Hans is heading out to take care, y'all, and your woke nonsense. You take care too, Hans. All right.
Hmm.
Thanks for hanging out, everyone. We'll catch y'all, I guess, on the 8th.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see y'all on the 8th. Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.